Okay, apparently I'm alive. But I'm having problems with my screen and I don't know what happened and I can't fix it, which is just odd. Never had this happen before. And I don't know what caused it. So, hey, Jamie, how's it going? That is so weird. So, part of my screen is below my title or the bar, the taskbar, and I can't make it uncover. I can't make it move. I don't know what the hell went on. I'm not sure what I did. So I'm trying to fix that. And, it's only like that on this screen. And I tried reloading it, didn't work. So maybe if I get rid of my taskbar, except I don't know how. Taskbar behaviors. Okay. Nope. Taskbar alignment. I don't know how to turn off the taskbar. Well, it looks fine to you, but it's me on my screen that looks bad. So that's the problem is I can't see all my icons at the bottom for doing things in StreamYard. So maybe if I just F11 it, it'll fix that for me. There. That fixes it for now. Just had to go full screen. I don't know why it's doing that. Why the taskbar is disappeared on me. Or why things are hidden behind the taskbar and I can't scroll it up. I can't make it smaller. I wonder if maybe it's a Zoom issue. Maybe. But I don't remember how to do that. I can't pinch to zoom it. Another 1,500 round trip drive. So why are you having to head back to Bama this weekend? Just because you want to? Hey, down with it. Welcome to the stream, Bama. Frank, if you're still in here, hey, Barbecue Mike, Jamie. Sorry, I'm trying to fix something and I can't figure out what I did to make it do what it did. That's the biggest problem here. Is I'm not sure what I did. So it's hard to fix something when you don't know how you did it. If it had just been something I knew what it did, I could have undone it. But parking garage work. Okay, of course. Right after you move into the parking garage, they're gonna want to do work on it. Well, it's not the Zoom issue. I just tried zooming in and out, and it's not helping any. Hey, Blue Gauge. I'll see you when you get home. I'll be here for a little while. So, well, I would, but I don't even live that close to you. So, or to Huntsville, it would take me a while to get there. Not as long as you, but why? What else could I do to fix this problem? There's nothing I can find. Huh. I don't know what I did. I really don't. Even zooming it doesn't make a difference on the. It's so weird. This is a strange problem, but I'll figure it out. Anyway, welcome to Wednesday Night Live with Pink's Garage. Not much going on today. Not much going on this week. I know this past weekend I went to the track and had a lot of fun there, and I enjoy that. This weekend's probably not going to be good for it. It's supposed to rain. What else? Did okay with my car. I got quickest time in the 8th mile was a 7.2, which unfortunately it was in the first round and wasn't enough to beat the 7.1. I was racing in the 7.0 class, and I just haven't gotten it down. I lost to an automatic. If I didn't have if I had an automatic, I'd have probably done a lot better. But I do know that my watt box was an issue, and I had to not use it because it wasn't working right. And without using it, I ended up with issues, not being able to get shifting going right because the flat foot shifting would kick in, and unfortunately, it had a long delay set on it. And with that long delay, it was causing me to just like lag out basically because the engine would just stop running for like half a second or more every time I shifted. So I had to be careful not to have my foot all the way down when I was shifting gears. And hold on. I will be right back. Just give me 1 second. Hey, sweetie, did you get a box off the door today? Oh, why didn't you tell me? Okay, well, looks like the package arrived today. Right here. Do a little unboxing if I go get my knife. I don't have it on me right here. No, it's not pizza. I thought the package was outside, but my wife picked it up already. I'll be right back. Let me go grab my knife. Why didn't you tell me it was there? I didn't even see it. Doesn't matter. Okay. So we're back. Just needed to get a little knife. Hey, boss man, Sublime, how's it going? We're going to open this package I got today that I didn't know was here. And my wife keeps telling me it was right in front of me. And it was. It was right in front of me. I did not see it because I wasn't looking for it. Okay. Yes, it's a supercharger for a very, very small car. So this will tell you one thing. It is my MSD two-step launch control. So I'm going with the better version of what I have, which shouldn't be nearly as hard to wire in because, as you can see, it's all plug and play. There's no wires here other than plugs. So I'll figure out how that goes in and figure out where to put it. Modular coil on plug igniters. So for Ford, what else we got in here? And we have the wire harness. Pretty nice. See, it's all plugs. We got plugs. All plugs. And I knew it. There had to be some wires that I had to hook up that weren't plugs. So it looks like a whole 3 wires. Looks like I got 3 wires that are not in a plug that I have to connect to something. It's not too bad. And it comes with some other stuff. I'm not sure what these are. This blue thing is weird looking, but figure it out once I read the instructions. Right click on taskbar, uncheck the box that says lock the taskbar. That's great and all, but I don't know why my screen got to where it's hiding things behind the taskbar. It's never done that before. You see, right click on the taskbar. I right click on the taskbar and it just gives me settings or task manager. This is Windows 11. What does my car normally run in the quarter mile? Well, last time I had it on the quarter mile was like almost 2 years ago, and it ran a 12.2. But that was pre-upgrades. That was back when it was running stock. It was in at the time. Good thing it wasn't a rattlesnake. Yeah, it'd have bit me if it had been a rattlesnake. I am not always the most observant person in the world, especially when I don't really have to be. I think this might be a little screwdriver. Well, maybe not. I don't know what it is. I cannot tell. But I'm sure it's in the instructions, which I will actually read. What's up, Downhill? And we have someone in the basement. Hey, how's it going?
Oh, what's up?
3.5 seconds. What was that, boss man? What's 3.5 seconds?
That's his 0 to 60 in his dreams.
Oh, that's my 0 to 60 and my dreams too. It's definitely not going to be because I'm driving an electric car because they just keep catching on fire.
What keeps catching on fire? Damn, I got
electric cars. Well,
jeez.
F-150 Lightnings to be exact. I just saw the news thing from like a couple days ago. I didn't realize that happened a couple of days ago, but you know, the parking lot with the F-150 Lightnings on fire. But yeah, so this will be going in my car. And
What is it? Oh, a two-step. Okay.
Yep. Better than the Watt box that I've got now. Way better. And I will read the instructions. I need to find out. Let's see. I got a two-step launch control, a harness, a tap. So it's a tap. That's what it is. A tap of some sort.
A tap? Like TAP?
TAP. Tap.
Tap.
What that blue thing was a tap.
Just tap it. Tap, tap, taparoo.
Tap it. Yep. So I got 3 wires to connect, which is black, blue, and white, blue. And that's a good engine ground for the black. So activation wire, when grounded, the launch feature will be active. And a white, blue activation wire, when switched to 12 volts, the launch feature will be active. No, does that mean I got to put it on a switch, or I can put it on a switch and turn it on and off? I don't know. Connect
oh, boss man. Boss man, boss man, boss man.
Be activated through a ground or 12-volt source. Switch the blue wire to ground to activate the launch limit, or connect the white blue wire to 12 volts to activate. Oh, yep, a switch. So I guess I need to put a button. I need to go get a button from the steering wheel. Okay, that's easy. I can buy a button almost anywhere. Just getting the right button and the right kind of connector for it, so it doesn't get in my way. Wireless would be nice, but I wouldn't trust it.
Finally get the hope to get the car out tomorrow. Weather's gonna be a little bit warmer than today.
Big Red. What's my favorite soda pop? My favorite soda is probably Mountain Dew, but I never drink soda. Actually, it's Mountain Dew Baja Blast, but only on draft from Taco Bell. I tried it I tried it in the bottle, and not as good.
Later, Frank. Have a good one, bro.
Yeah, Frank's on his way home, I think.
Oh.
He's got to commute home.
No damn lighter in the garage. Oh, excuse me. Just got done eating.
Trying something new tonight. This is a watermelon margarita out of a can from like Cayman something or Caveman. I don't know.
Remember the bubblegum Big Red?
Yeah, I do. I didn't like it.
You said you didn't like it?
No, I did not.
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of it either.
I like Big Red, and I'm not a fan of Pepsi. Do not like Pepsi at all. Never
Pepsi
had.
for mother effing win, bro.
Coke for the win, and the whiter the better.
The what?
I said the whiter the better. Coke for the win.
Oh, the whiter the better. Hey, give me 1 sec. I got to grab my lighter out of my truck here.
I did, but Coke is, in my opinion, way better than Pepsi. But to each their own. You know, everybody likes something different. That's why there are 2 thriving sodas out there, because people aren't the same. That's why Sublime's car is so slow. It's Pepsi. He's a Pepsi lover. Mango Pepsi. Never
That's
heard.
got to be Boss Man saying that.
But I do have a mango flavored margarita in there. Maybe I'll try that one next. This packet came with regular watermelon, strawberry, and mango. Yeah, orange vanilla Coke was really good. So was orange vanilla Dr. Pepper. And cherry vanilla Dr. Pepper is really good too. But I don't drink a lot of soda. So my favorite soda would be the soda I mix with my alcohol.
Which is usually what's ever available at the moment.
Yeah. Well, generally Fresca with vodka.
Fresca, there you go.
I love
God,
it.
look up some of those old commercials.
But Fresca, I never realized that Fresca was never a soda. It was always a seltzer, and it was sugar free. I did not know that.
I didn't know it was sugar free.
Yeah, it is. Huh.
No, it was
Sugar. Well, so is Coke when you get down to the base of it, but Pepsi's been around a long time. Do you remember RC Cola though? I used to like RC Cola.
Oh yeah.
It wasn't a Coke, but it would do. And yeah, Fresca's grapefruit flavor. And since I can't drink gin and juice because gin hurts me, I have to drink vodka now. And gin was one of my favorite alcohols. It really was. I loved gin. A good gin was great. I love the flavor. But I realized after years why I always got headaches when drinking it, like an instant hangover after just having one or two of them, like bad headaches. And I found out it's because I'm allergic to the main ingredient in gin, and that's the juniper plant.
So you're allergic to a few things, plant-based.
It sucks. I'm so allergic to that. And I don't think I've always been allergic to all this stuff. I think as I got older, it started happening. It's like when I was 35, between 35 and 40, I got an allergy to the sun, to where my arms get rash or break out in hives, and I scratch the hell out of them. So I have scars all over my arms now.
Did you get a text from me?
I did just get a text from you.
Know that.
Right after you said that.
That was in the customer's garage when I gave him an estimate today.
Let me see what we got here.
That is a 88 notchback, and I know the custom paint job was going to make most people want to puke, but take it for what it is. It's an 88 notch with about 28,000 original miles on it, even though he's already had a Terminator motor in there previous.
I don't. He didn't have the Termi motor in there anymore.
No, he said he's just got a stock motor in it to move it around.
I don't hate it. I really
28,000 original miles. The window trims on those things are mint, dude.
There we go.
Mint. Yeah.
You're getting a reflection.
You can still see it. Oh yeah.
Yeah, but I actually don't mind the paint.
Yeah, like all the back is that purple color or whatever.
Actually, the yellow detracts more for me than the purple.
Yeah.
If you get rid of the yellow, I wouldn't mind it at all. The black to purple would be fine, but the yellow in the middle just horrible.
Yeah.
But like I said, to each their own. Everybody's different.
Yeah.
The only thing I really have a problem with is when people drop the back end of their trucks down to where they can't see over their hood.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
People that ride with their wheels like this. That I don't like. So, and I'll say something to people about that because I really hate it. And, respect all builds. No, don't respect all builds. Respect builds that were done right. Yes, I respect it when people do it right and at least it's done well, but I don't need to see it driving down the road because it's dangerous.
So, yeah, Victor, that thing's been sitting for a while, so that's probably explains why it's got that paint job on it.
Why is it just sitting and not, being?
He said he plans on. He just moved into the house that he's in, so his plan is to, get his ass motivated and get something done with it.
So I'm gonna need you to come down here and fix my roof.
I probably wouldn't even know what to do unless it's cedar.
No. Yeah, you would. It's a roof. Just
bring some yeah, just come on. I'll show you. Don't worry about it.
Just come on. I'm bad on roofs. I can slip and fall, and it's really steep.
So yeah, he talked about later down the road doing a coyote swap in it.
Yeah. So I'm thinking if I do have to redo my roof, because I did fix it as what best I could. I found the shingles. I picked them up, put them back under where they're supposed to go, and nailed them back in.
Flex seal, bro.
Huh?
Flex seal.
My flex tape is stuck to a box. I can't get it off.
Oh my God.
This is actually something better than flex tape. It's actually a really strong tape that's got an aluminum backing on it.
Oh, I've seen those. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's been sitting when I moved. It was put into a tote, and it like got up next to a box. It stuck to it, and it will not come off.
What's up, super fast?
So I think what I'm going to do if it gets to the point where I have to replace it, I'm just going to have the entire roof done in metal. I'm going to do a metal roof if I can. Being as close to the high voltage power lines, I may not be able to. Yeah, the
Yeah, that
Carolina
was
squat trucks are stupid. There's one that was driving down our road this week. It was kept going back and forth, and it wasn't even a truck. It was a like a expedition. It was a really nice looking truck. It was in great shape, had really nice rims on it, and it was done well. I mean, they put top quality parts in there. It looked good if it had just been lifted all the way around instead of lifting the front end and dropping the back. But there's no way they could see over their hood. They could run into somebody and not know they were there. There is at the angle that truck was sitting at, there's no way they can see over the hood safely.
maybe he put in some custom seats that lift them up 12 inches.
I don't know. It's just, lift it or lower it. Don't do the squat thing. Come on. If you want to put it on hydraulics, that's fine. Then you can have it squatted at times when you want. But don't leave it like that. It's just like dropping your pants down around your ankles, It's like, what are you trying to do? Tell people you're ready, that you're open for business.
I'm not a fan of bad cars unless they're like the old school Sylvester Stallone movie Cobra type cars where they look good when they're dropped. You know what I mean?
Well, see, I like certain drop cars. Certain cars
Yeah.
I think look good dropped, especially if
Yeah.
they're bags and they can raise them up for driving.
Yeah.
You know,
Yep. Yeah, that
I,
would be a good idea,
I
Jamie.
don't lift trucks most of the time anyway, for especially full size trucks because they're hard enough to get into. Especially the back of my truck. I mean, if you put my truck up next to one from the 70s, I can bet you it's a foot taller. My truck is over 7 feet tall at the top of the cab. Whereas I remember in some of the older, even 4x, I could be standing there and look over the top of the truck. Or at least, I could reach the top of it from the ground. I could reach all the way to the top middle of it and watch.
Stupid bad. He said maybe he's got a camera mounted on the front of those squatted trucks.
It's still not safe.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a fan of stretch tires either.
Stretch tires are dangerous. Have you seen what happens to them? And what I love is stretch tires. They have to be changed way more often.
Or cars that are so freaking cambered out that they're literally driving on the corner of the tire when they're driving.
Yep. What's up, MJ?
What's up, MJ?
So, yeah, it's just stupid. But I started the work on my trailer this weekend or this week. No, you
Nice.
can't fix stupid, but you can put it down. We can
Ain't gonna lie, David. Ain't gonna lie.
we could quit putting warnings on everything. I mean, I'm personally a fan of the Darwin theory. If it's meant to live, it will. Only the strong survive.
Should get a custom T-shirt that says "Warning: Toxic."
Yeah, I am definitely.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Although they did shut down the job site we were working at today, got shut down due to a chlorine leak. I wasn't there, so I didn't have to worry about it. But that sucks. What was it? Yeah, so I started working on my trailer, and I got the main piece cut out, and then yesterday I went out there and set everything up, and got all the cuts marked that I need to cut in it, which took
Till the
me
bubbles stop.
probably took me a good 2 hours or so to do that, because I was making sure everything was squared, measuring like 5 times. So I've got it all laid out. All I got to do is drill holes in it and cut it out. I'm going to end up doing it with a jigsaw most likely because I can't find any of my router bits, and it's just easy enough to do with a jigsaw. So then I also took some time and drilled out a couple of the rivets in the old parts to get some of the angle iron off of it that I can still use. So I'm going to reuse some of that. No reason to buy new since that's the 1.5 inch stuff I cannot find locally without, and even if it was in stock, it's $50 a piece.
Wait, what are we talking about here?
Aluminum angle, eighth
Oh,
inch thick, 1.5 inch wide aluminum angle, and at
like
Lowe's,
just you're talking about like just aluminum angle, like aluminum angled metal,
yeah,
like
aluminum
L shaped,
huh?
like L shaped.
Yeah, except both sides are the same length, but yeah. I have some of the 1 inch. It's not quite as big, but it'll work. But because a lot of the original stuff got damaged, so I've got to replace it all, most of it.
I've got like metal tins in my truck that are like used for corner pieces. You know what I mean? That are really, really thinner pieces.
Yeah.
Well, one's a little bit bigger and thicker than the other one, but yeah, I know what you're talking. I think that I don't know if it's the same thing you're talking.
Isn't that flashing?
No, it's not a metal. It's aluminum.
Oh, well, yeah, flashing can be made out of aluminum. How thick is it?
Well, like I said, the one is pretty damn thin, and the other one's a little bit thicker because it's bigger.
Yeah, it's probably all flashing, isn't it? Or
yeah.
This is way thicker than that. This is 1/8 inch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 1/8 inch thick, and most of the stuff they sell at like Home Depot is 16 inch or 16.
Oh yeah, that's thicker.
That's too thin. It's not rigid enough, and it won't hold the screws well enough because this has to hold everything together.
Flower Bridge.
I got everything. Oh God, I can't keep up with the chat. It's actually moving.
Q.
Here.
It's a different kind of flashing. So I gotta get all that done and get it cut out and put the metal strips on it. And I gotta cut all the holes in it. Before I put it up, I'm gonna have to lift up the trailer, get under it, and unhook the winch that's in there, and put my other winch in.
Get that winch out of there. She ain't done shit for you.
You know, it's a 3500 Warren winch that actually pulled my car in no problem. And I know my car weighs more than 3,500 pounds. So I was thinking that I'm gonna swap it out with the Harbor Freight one I have that I've used for years. It works great. My 9,000 pound winch, and put that in there. And then where my 9,000 pound winch was for my other trailer, I'm just 12,000 pounder on that one.
Oh, cowabunga. Good stuff.
But I may not. If the Warren winch keeps working as well as it does, the only problem with it is it's a wired remote, and I need to put a wireless on it because the Badlands winches work really well. I've had no problem with mine, but the winch that's in the enclosed trailer is actually a Warren. It's an older Warren. But
what's up, Zach?
Pulled my car in no problem. That tow hitch I put on worked fantastic. It was great to have that right in the front. Just reach, click, pull it in. It's a lot easier. Yeah, Badlands is Harbor Freight. So it was nice because I could pull the car in, no problem. And then when I need to get it out, I can actually get in the car easier than I can get out of the car without opening the door. I can slide into the car much easier, but getting out's a pain in the ass. But I still have to have the engine running. I have to be right beside it. And I can walk on the edge a lot better and steer to make sure it doesn't hit the wall.
I just noticed the thumbnail. I've never seen the grabber lime barriers.
Yeah, they're bright. That picture turned out way better than I thought it would. I was just kind of taking a picture of all the trophies sitting there. Hold on, Salty, I got you. I was just kind of taking a picture of all the trophies sitting right there, and I was like, "Oh, that's a pretty cool picture. I'll use that tonight." because it's got the bright color and everything on it, and it's a drag strip, and the Christmas trees right there, and it's not a bad. But I tell you what, I am definitely not used to Pro Tree. Not used to it at all. I've been bracket racing for so many years. I'm used to having a triple light.
Yeah, same here.
Not a 400s.
Yep.
Not a yellow green. It's like what?
Yeah, same thing. I think it's called the Sportsman's Tree. That's what I'm used to.
The Sportsman's Tree.
Yeah, when it goes 1, 2, 3 yellow, 3 yellows, and then the green.
Yeah. It's a Sportsman's Tree or a bracket tree. Usually, it's used for bracket racing too.
Yep.
And I'm used to the Sportsman, definitely. But I actually wasn't too bad. I mean, yeah, I was. I think my best tree would have been a point, a 0.4, and that was when I lost the first race. But I was a second behind him anyway because automatic manual, and I was having issues with the watt box and everything, so that was screwing me up. I'm gonna join y'all in the anonymity of no camera.
There you go.
I'm tired of looking at myself. Well, I'm on the big screen behind me, an 85-inch TV, so my head, even in the quad here, was as big as my real head. I'm not joking. It's just even in the quad layout like this, my head up there was as big as me. It was life size.
Need more people on a panel that way, make your head smaller.
Yeah, I know. But hey, we got 13 people in here. That's pretty good. What's up, Brailsford?
Salty, did you hear me? Do you know if Ken's a dealer for Weld Wheels?
Yes, he is.
Okay.
Yep.
There you go, Victor.
You working on the car right now, Brailsford? Trying to get one you're doing your brakes tonight too.
Uh-oh. A little 4 blue internet creeping out.
Hey, what'd y'all think about that little video I posted in Car Peeps today?
I didn't even see it.
Which
I've been super busy today. I haven't been
because I think I was watching TV when you posted it.
Yeah, go watch it. You'll see somebody drive his ass off. It's very impressive.
The twin turbo 4.3.
Yeah, but it's actually not a 4.3. That guy typed that on the screen wrong. It's a 3.8.
Oh, the V6. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, the little V6 twin turbo.
I know that.
He bounces that son of a bitch all the way down to 8th mile, and still wins the race.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Dude, you think I'm bullshitting? Play a video one time. You'll see what I'm talking about.
Just did. I just watched it.
That dude, that's dude Mark. His father is where I've taken all my engine blocks and heads to for years and years and years and years. That dude is a freaking nut.
I gotta wonder if he'd put a 3.7 in there, if it would have been any better. Hey, Gary.
Well, you talking about 3.7 what? EcoBoost?
No, the 3.7 V6.
Oh, I don't know.
The 2014 Mustang.
Yeah, he used to have. He's had that truck built for so many years, man. He had that. Y'all remember that old show called Pink's All Out?
Yeah, yep. I do.
That truck was on Pink's All Out, but it had a blower sticking out of the hood.
Was it Rich Christensen, the host?
Yep, that bald-headed onion-looking bastard.
Oh my god, dude! Yeah. The best episode of Pink's all time is when he freaking goes to hop on that bike, and the guy tells him, "Be careful, it's fast." He's like, "Oh yeah, I've been on bikes before." Been on fast bikes before. He freaking wipes out and crashes. Then when he realizes he looks like the biggest ass in the world, what does he do? He rips his shirt off to try and flex his muscles. Oh my god, dude, it's so funny.
No, but that truck right there has been on Pink's All Out before. Yeah. But they had the same engine block with the 3.8, but it had a blower sticking out of the hood with dual carbs.
So I was just wondering because I know the 3.7 had more power than the 3.8 to start off with, because it was 305 horsepower as opposed to the 290 in the 3.8.
Right on that, man.
But see, his dad has been owning his machine shop way before Mark was ever born. And him and Mark works down there. Mark's been working there for years and years and years full time. So they spare no expense. But if you ask his dad about Mark, and his dad will look at him, he goes, "He's an idiot." He goes, "Idiots like that don't need to be racing."
Hmm.
He said that man don't know what the word lift means. That he'll drive through anything.
What a dick.
Yeah.
Too funny. Almost makes me want to go watch that video again. It's just too funny.
But I'm not going to.
Yeah, but you walk in that old man's garage, he's got a building that's probably 100 feet long, and it's about 3 cars deep. So what is that? 30 feet? No, 30, 35, 36, 37 feet deep, I guess. But you open up the door to his shop, and there's nothing but Edsels, all original Edsels in that building. Nothing but Edsels. I'm like, holy shit, man's got some money.
Cat.
I still don't know what I did to my screen. So all my icons for my StreamYard are down below my taskbar for some reason. I don't know what I did to them to make it go away.
Pinks, are you able to play that on camera so the people in chat can see what I'm talking about? I'm sure there's I'm sure there's a lot of people that hasn't seen that. So
I don't know.
I know it's a Chevy Love truck, but hey, man, you got to throw respect where it's deserved.
Oh, I don't have to do anything.
Well, I know that, but
Well, I could do it the cheap and easy way by just showing it through my camera.
Yeah, you can do that too.
Because I don't have my phone hooked up.
You got sound on your phone?
I don't know. Do I?
I don't know. Turn it up because you'll hear that little. It don't sound like a V8 spooling. That little V6 is crazy. It's crazy that he came back and won a race after bouncing that bastard down the drag strip like that.
I may actually be able to pull it up on this computer. Oh well, I ain't gonna try. My computer's giving me problems right now, and doesn't usually.
What's up, Mr. Gary? What's up, Mr. MJ? Mr. 91? What's going on, Mark?
So is there anything new with anybody since the last time we spoke on Tuesday?
The only thing new about me is my belly grew about 4 more inches bigger.
In one day.
Yeah, well, it's in 1 hour.
Oh.
Because I ate dinner and it ain't come out yet.
But
when it does, oh Lord, if I tell y'all real quick I gotta go, that means I really gotta go. I ate damn chicken fried rice and that soy sauce is gonna be whooping on me here in a little while.
I had just a hamburger steak and some stuff that I got at down at the gas station by my house.
Oh, gas station, you sound like a truck driver.
No, it's actually usually it's really good food, but it was a little salty for me today. But it's because it had an au jus with it, and it was just kind of salty.
Well, Gary's like, well, I got some good news. Sublime Cartel U. Oh, okay.
Sublime can tell you. Have to read around typos. It's pretty easy.
He got reelected for VP of his union hall.
Oh, well, congrats, buddy.
If that's what he wanted, good for him. If it's not what he wanted, I'm so sorry for you. I'm good either way.
Evidently, he must be doing a really good job if he got reelected, and that's awesome.
Yeah.
Andy made some chicken wings.
Yeah, make chicken wings.
I got the notification for that video, and I haven't watched it yet,
gotten
Gary.
all the way through it because I didn't start watching it until right before it was time for me to start my live. Like, crap. I looked at the tab. It's like, I can't do it. I gotta. It's funny that in StreamYard that comes up hand pink waving, hand pink.
Like Jimmy Hoffa. I know. When I read that, it's like what makes me want to go look at the emojis, but then I'm like, yeah.
I could see him on my TV screen, so it's just it's a pink hand waving.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, you got to watch that Jimmy Hoffa shit. That's just real. You know, they're saying now they got a good idea where that guy's at. Man, I don't think nobody's ever going to find that fella.
No,
they might as well give up on that shit.
Cut him to the sharks.
I think he's laying in somebody's concrete slab somewhere.
That could be. Some of these dogs barking.
Oh, it's that damn little red damn wiener dog up here these people's got.
Oh, your neighbor.
That son of a bitch don't ever stop barking. If he walks out that back door, that's how much he's barking before he gets out the door, just so he can get practice.
What was that, Mike? People did what? Oh. They shot your tandem tires out?
Oh shit. That's what I'm thinking too, boss man.
Nope.
He's somewhere in somebody's slab.
I'm sitting there
Guarantee
reading all the stuff, Gary, and didn't see you come in.
You know, I'm going to tell you guys something. He ain't buried nowhere.
You think they run him through the damn meat grinder?
He wasn't put through no meat grinder. They put him through a brush grinder, man, where they stick the brush in there and those things,
Oh,
and aimed it in a pig field and let the pigs eat them.
yeah, that sounds about right.
Because you know pigs will eat anything.
They will, dude. They will eat anything.
Exactly. That's where he's at. He's in your belly, my belly, and everybody in the real's belly.
So,
Mm.
Because you would think, as many years as that's been ago since that's happened, you would have thought that building would have probably already went out of business and they would have tore it down over the years.
Hang on a second, though. They've dug up so much stuff around the area that I live in,
Yeah.
people's houses and their backyards and everything else, because people said that's where he was at.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy how much. It's
He was a
crazy how
hot
much
dog
they
in
digging. They
1976.
went. I'm sorry, Pink. Go ahead.
I'm just reading some of these what people are saying.
I'm just saying, what year did they kidnap him? God,
God, dude.
Oh,
oh man, I'm trying to remember what year it was.
Before my time.
Oh hell yeah, it was before mine. Gary, was it before yours?
Yeah, no.
it wasn't before our time either, Salty.
What, did it happen in the 70s?
I believe so.
Oh, did I thought?
Hang on a second. July 30th, 1975.
I was going to guess
Oh, it wasn't
78.
Damn, maybe it wasn't
It
before
was
my
before
time
the
then.
time I cared about anything. I was 4.
Oh, I was 5 years old. I was still shitting yellow. Even though I was so young, but I was still shitting yellow.
I remember when it happened, but I didn't know what it was about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
Is that why the Jets suck so much, MJI?
Damn, I thought it was longer than that. I didn't realize it was in the 70s.
Yeah, I was thinking. I don't know why I was thinking it was like the 60s.
Dude, I
Yeah.
was thinking 50s. I was thinking in the 50s. I don't know why I thought that far back, but I was damn sure thinking in the 50s.
Oh, I
Man,
don't know.
Stupid Fast making me feel young.
Yeah, he was an activist, but he was, I think he was Teamsters.
Oh my God, super
But I-
fast. Wow.
But I think he was more crook than he was for the damn union, though, wasn't he? After everything was all said and done.
Hey, the Jets got Aaron Rodgers now. Look out.
Look out, Aaron Rodgers is gonna go horribly bad.
He did some good for the people, but then again, he did a whole lot of bad for other things.
Yeah, I know. He was all about the bookies and betting on the side and all kinds of shit.
Double-edged swords, you know.
Well, since you're that high up in the union and stuff, Gary, do you guys ever strike up a conversation about him at all? Does he ever enter any of y'all's conversations?
Nope.
Okay, I'm just curious.
I'm UAW. He was Teamsters.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kinetic Auto Workers. I've never been UAW. I've been many other unions, but never UAW.
You don't know.
Mike, that's definitely one place he's not. He is definitely not in witness protection and hiding.
Oh no. I've never been in a union ever. My father was in the electrical union way back in the day,
If he
but
was
he left that and called that a fucking joke.
If he was ever in witness protection, he's already dead anyhow.
Yeah.
Like I said, my dad was in the electrical union way back in the day, and he said, this shit right here is bullshit. So he left.
Well,
But we talk about back in the 60s, though.
they're
I
all
would love
different.
to be an electric
Every union,
Yeah, for an electrician.
every local is different. They're all operated different. You know,
Mhm.
like our local is very strong. You know, when it comes to management and stuff like that. But if
Yeah.
you go with Fords, they're not as strong as we are. But
Oh, okay.
we're not under an international agreement. We're under our own agreement. So there's a big difference.
Y'all are just owned by international people, though, right?
No, we're not owned by nobody. We're owned by the.
Oh, the Irishman. That is a
I'm
good
sorry.
one.
I'm sorry.
We're
I'm
owned
sorry.
by the membership.
Yeah, I was thinking about the place that you work, Detroit Diesel. I remember you telling me they got bought out by international people.
No, they got bought out by the Germans.
Well, international. That's you got to cross the ocean to get there.
But anyhow,
The Germans.
I gotta take my dogs out. I'm gonna be muted for a minute.
Why don't you just open the door and let them take themselves out?
but yeah,
Because just in case there's a skunk out there, I'm freaking going out there, freaking fully ready to deal with that little son bitch.
Oh man, I hope they spray both of your dogs.
Shit, he won't even get a chance. I'm gonna peg his ass freaking with about 14 BBs.
His ass gonna be behind a bush and spray the piss out of him. You'll never see him until he's gone.
Huh.
At least until after he sprays them.
Well, I know they don't run that fast.
Cause I was laughing like a son of a bitch the day they sprayed that dog that day. Holy shit, that was some funny fucking shit. I was on the phone with him. No. No, he was on a live, but I think another time it happened, he was on the phone with you, wasn't he, Gary?
who's that?
Yeah.
Sublime.
No,
On
he
the
wasn't
skunk.
on the phone. He was on the phone with me when he went out there, but not when he ran from the skunk. No. It was a
No, I'm talking about when he went out there and his dog got sprayed. He was on the live. That shit happened. That
Right.
shit was hilarious. He was like, no, motherfucker. That son has come back in the house and jumped all over his couch, and he was mad as a motherfucker, boy.
Hey,
He
come
was
on.
on the phone with somebody else though when there was a skunk out there and something happened or whatever.
Yeah, I forget who it was.
Had to have a run-in with a skunk, which is good.
God, he was so pissed that day. Man, he was mad. Holy fuck.
Jake, hurry up. Go on.
I won't hurry up.
See,
Dennis, don't rush me.
Teamsters got their good things and their bad things, and so does the UAW. None of them's perfect. I'll tell you that right now.
Well, let me ask you, what is the big difference between the UAW and the Teamsters? I mean, I know them unions are different. So what is the difference between those?
One's truck driving, one's automotive and aerodynamic stuff and whatever. It's the truckers and stuff like that usually go Teamsters.
Yeah,
Any
but see,
drivers or anything.
I'm strictly going off what I seen in the Jimmy Hoffa movie. Let's put it that way. It wasn't so much about the truckers in the movie. Well, it was, but then it was also about the factory workers too. So now I don't know how much of that movie was true, how much was fake or whatever, but
Well, the factory stuff was always UAW, and he was doing a lot of stuff with another guy, which I'm not mentioning no names, but
I got you.
they work together, you know. But when it comes right down to it, Teamsters is a whole different entity than the UAW.
Gotcha. Okay. So like I said, I never been in a union, so I didn't know how all that shit worked.
Well, my dad is the funny part about it is my dad was a union breaker. He didn't, he thought the union, he fought him tooth and nail for years. And his son's the vice president.
Really?
Yeah.
I
That
think
is
it's kind of
strange.
funny, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, my dad was telling us about what happened. You know, this is before my time when he was in the electrical union here. I think it's called the IBEW. I think that's what it's called.
International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers.
And
Yeah, that's what it is.
he said the one here in Atlanta is a fucking straight up joke. But like I said, now he was in it back in the 60s. So I'm sure back then it's totally different from now or whatever. But he said it was a joke back then.
Well, see, this is the thing. A lot of people just think UAW means United Auto Workers, but that's, a little far-fetched. It's actually United Aerospace and Agriculture Implement Workers of America.
Damn, and they only got 3 initials?
Exactly.
I was gonna say, leaving off a few of them there, ain't they?
So I mean, that's actually what it stands for: is United Automotive, Aerospace, and Agriculture Implement Workers of America. UAW. But it's it's all got its good and bad, man. I mean, everything does. Anything. I'm a Mason. It's the same thing. We got good. We got bad.
I got a few good friends of mine that are Mason. Man, I'm gonna tell you right now. I don't know about what actually goes on in the Mason Hall and all the rules and all that kind of shit, but I know those guys, man, they are straight up fellas. Man, I got the utmost respect for those guys.
Yeah, I've been Mason since '96.
And I'm a big fan of the Shriners too.
Yeah.
Huge fan. Anytime I see those guys at the stop signs and shit like that collecting money, dude, I always donate money.
So now, down with it, you are exactly right. A strong union presence makes better wages for all, and it does. Even non-union shops, because the non-union shops got to pay the wages to get the good workers. You get what I'm saying?
Yep. To me, though, it ain't so much about well, don't get me wrong. It is about the money, but it's all the other union benefits to me that's in that whole package, like your vacation time, your work, your pay, the safety conditions in which you work in, and stuff like that. They monitor your overtime and make sure that you're not getting some stupid amounts of freaking overtime, and they're trying to jip you out of your damn money and all that. I mean, like, to me, I like the union as a whole.
Okay, I will say I'm not against unions per se, but I will say some unions have outgrown their usefulness. Some of them, not all of them.
Well, the thing about it is that some people say the same thing, but see, now, like Victor right here, he says, Michael, my brother is a union carpenter. He loves the benefits, but hates the politics. And the politics is what the problem is.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? They get involved in some stuff that they shouldn't, if you understand.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I know exactly what you mean.
Blue.
What's up, Blue? How you doing, buddy? Hope dinner was good.
Ford Blue Gauge, what's going on, my friend?
Little boosted. What's going on, buddy?
What's up, Branson?
Little boosted. But my wife, her old boss, he told me straight up, he goes, I have to pay what the unions pay in order to get good help. He goes, I can't. He goes, if the guy across the street, if they're union, they got to pay $50 an hour. He goes, I better pay $52 an hour so I can get what they got.
Yep.
I can see that.
Who's got a TV running in the background?
It's got to be Sublime. Oh, it might be Gary.
It's me.
What's up, everybody?
Might be Gary. What's up, Blue? How you doing, buddy?
Not too bad.
Good deal. How you fit? How's your
actually?
How's your ingrown hair doing?
Still knotted. Bandages off. Taking the antibiotic. The antibiotics make me fucking woozy.
Mm.
They probably got strong shit.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
I'm taking. I have taken some antibiotics. I don't know if you guys have ever experienced this or not, but I have taken some antibiotics, dude. They have constipated the living shit out of me.
Yeah, they do that.
Man, I tell you, dude, I'm like, holy shit.
With antibiotics, you got to drink a lot of water. If you don't, you will get constipated.
Dude, I like
amoxicillin, but only in bubblegum flavor.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes, dude, I pray for the Superman come knock the shit out of me, literally. I ain't lying. I'm like, good God.
There's some antibiotics that chases that shit out of your system, makes you shit yourself.
Yeah, thank God I've never had it. I got a hope none of them yet, but I just sometimes it works the opposite on me. And you know what? And it's probably my own fault because, like you said, you need to drink a lot of water. And sometimes I don't. Sometimes I get on the soda craving thing and I drink a lot of sodas, and that's probably what's causing that shit.
Well, soda is more likely is probably dehydrating you. That's why you get.
Yeah, and you know what? You're probably 100% correct on that.
So Hello, everybody.
Some of the antibiotics will make you cramp yourself. Fort Blue Gauge, what you got going on, brother?
I may be jumping off the cliff again.
Oh, what you gonna buy this time?
Actually, this time it's not for me.
Oh, you buying the wife something?
Uh-huh. So
Well, if it's a really nice car, she deserves it.
it is a fucking neat little vehicle.
Okay,
What is
well,
it?
good. She deserves it then.
Hang on, I'll send Pinks. Are you able to show it?
Yeah, with my phone because I'm,
Okay.
Let me turn this off right here. Let me turn off the chat. Sorry, guys. I'm turning off chat so I can pull up the panel. Or close out the chat so I can pull up the panel.
yeah,
I just got
my laptop. My phone doesn't work so well for lives. I've tried it. It just doesn't work for me, and it sounds staticky when I use my phone.
It's crazy. Me and you both have the exact same phone, and I don't understand that.
I don't either.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm always on the lives on my phone. It works great.
I know a lot of people do it, and it's fine. But on mine, it sounds like static.
Now, boss man, that is funny. He's gonna get her an LS swapped Escort.
So I just sent you the pictures, Pink.
Laying all jokes aside, a LS, even though Blue don't like LSs, but a LS swap Escort, that would be a nasty little bastard. That would be nasty. Holy shit.
So
Oh my god, my phone's weird now too.
the boss bought it, and he told me about it,
Oh, wait
and then it arrived at work, and I seen it,
Oh my
and I told the wife about it, and she's like, "Oh my god, I love it!"
Oh my god,
Like
I
she
love
fucking
it.
glowed.
So
Oh yeah,
weird.
look,
Damn.
What the hell? That's
It's
a
a Ranchero.
Falcon damn Ranchero. Hell yeah, that's badass, dude.
factory
That's a
V8, factory V8 car, 5-lugged already, factory. A nice little car.
Dude, that's
I gotta say that is definitely boner material, man.
all day long, dude.
That is
She
pretty-
loves it.
It's a freaking Falcon Ranchero, dude. Them things are hard as fuck to
Yep.
find. It's not all rusted to death.
And all the floor pans have already been replaced.
What year?
And I think he said it was a 65.
Okay, I was thinking 66, so I was close.
Yep.
Later, Ranson, if you're still in here, take
Factory
care, buddy.
V8 has a good clean title, and I can get it fucking pretty cheap, under $2,000.
Oh, you need to buy that,
Under
dude.
$2,000 on payments.
It doesn't matter. You need to get your hands on that. They don't come around in that good a condition very often.
No,
I'm going
that
to tell
thing
you
looks
something
great.
there, Blue Ford Gauge. I really hate to say this because you might not like what I'm about to say, but if I was you, I'd be taking my knee pads to work.
Hell yeah.
So the wife likes it. She's like, I really like it. And I said, would you drive it? She said, oh, yeah, all the time. So, and I was like, so what are you saying? You want it? And she says, I really want it. So
What's the underside look like, rust wise?
none.
Or
Really? Garage kept?
No. It was rusted, but they've replaced all the floor pans. They've replaced the rear frame rail already. I've laid underneath of it and looked at it, and it's good.
A factory V8 car, that's
Factory V8 car.
that's even rarer, man, because usually those son of bitches come with straight sixes.
I got this all figured out. I get it. I understand. You're
They
getting
both don't.
her showed her that car, so she'll stay out of your comment.
Here's the thing, though. I don't care which one of my cars. If she wants to drive any of them, she is more than welcome.
Oh, we know that.
Right.
You know what? She's instantly gonna become the coolest woman in town driving around in that bastard.
And
That is a
it's so
badass
cool. So
I think my wife would like that. Is it an auto or a manual?
there's nothing inside the floor, so I don't know.
Well, let's ask your wife then, so she can hear us all. Which do you prefer, Mrs. Blue, auto or a manual?
I think an automatic would be nice just to cruise around. But I mean, if it's has a stick shift, that's cool too. Whatever it is, I just want to leave it like it is.
So you're saying
you
it
need to
doesn't have a
you need to put
transmission
an
in it right
engine in
now?
there. Is what?
So
you wanna-
No,
So
it's got a V8 in it, and I'll do a little video of it tomorrow.
I said
And I'll show
transmission,
you
not
guys.
engine.
a cool
It's
little
got
AOD in that
all-
car would be great, dude.
I understand that, Pinks, but the thing about it is that if it don't have a trans, there's a good possibility it don't have an engine.
No,
True.
right.
Very
said
true.
that.
Oh, no, it sits low to the ground, so I couldn't. So they replaced the floor pans. It doesn't have a hole in the floor for the shifter, but it doesn't have nothing on the column either.
Okay.
There's no shifter. There's no carpet. There's no interior. There's 2 seats just sitting inside of it. There's a transmission in it, but I can't tell what it is because it sits low to the ground.
2-speed power glide shift on the column with your hand with no thing.
No, that thing deserves an AOD.
Does it got a clutch pedal?
I didn't
That's what
look
my
that
Cutlass
close,
had.
to be honest.
Oh, okay.
That
We
thing-
will all know tomorrow.
That
Yeah, I
thing
wonder if
deserves an AOD, man.
They
That way
never-
you can take
I
that
have
bitch
a
on trips
question.
anywhere.
In the 65s, did they ever put in the push button transmission? And that's what Down With It just said. Did they
No.
ever put the push button transmissions in those?
No.
I don't think so, but maybe a little older.
Okay.
And say
was
Ford
wondering
really
if
wasn't
any-
big on the push button transmissions, though, were they?
They were in like like the 62-ish Thunderbirds and
Yeah,
stuff like that.
yeah.
Some of them had push button.
Right.
Yeah, but I think that was more of a damn that was more of what, Oldsmobile, Buick,
No, Dodge did a lot of push button.
Pontiac.
Ford didn't
Yeah,
ever-
yeah.
I've never heard of any Falcon having a push button trans.
Well, okay.
I neither. I never have heard of it.
It was
So-
a possibility, though, out of the blue. A very, very long shot for it, but it was a possibility.
What I would like to do to it is put an AOD in it.
Mhm.
That way it'll be good for cruising on the highway.
Fuck yeah, now you're talking.
Especially with her driving back and forth long distance to work.
Mhm.
So I'm thinking if it's because it has an 8-inch under it, I'm thinking it should probably have like a 308-ish gear. And with no, my Comet was not a push button. It was a 3 on the tree.
What engine's in it? 289?
It's either a 289 or a 302. I haven't looked at it that close. I do know that it has 289 heads because
gonna
that
say
notch
probably
is
a
cut out by the
289.
intake bolts.
I'm gonna guess 289 over 302 as long if it's more of an original.
If it's original, it would be a 289. Well, it could be a 260 as well.
I was going to say probably more likely with those cars like that. Mostly they drop 260s in them.
Yeah.
Right.
64.
So
You know what? In all, it doesn't matter what's in it. It's gonna be what Blue puts in it, but that's gonna be a badass little car to have.
well,
Sweet.
and
That's gonna
here's
be cool.
since she wants it for her, at the most, absolutely at the most I would do to it would be put a Ford Explorer HO302 GT40 with an AOD in it, with
Right.
a little 2-barrel
yeah.
carburetor.
That'd be nice.
Just a little roller 302 with a 2-barrel intake and carb, put the stock manifolds back on it, and that's it with an
Hell,
AOD.
Hell,
And
just
like a
put
300 rear gear.
just put fuel injection in it. Why put a carb on it? Just put an
Because I
upper and
don't
lower
have any
intake.
fuel injection to put on it because Barbecue Mike is getting my fuel injection.
Well, you know where you can get an upper and lower GT40. You told us the other day for $100, and you probably can get them cheaper than that because you know the guy.
But yes, I have an A9L computer, but I'd still have to spend $500-600 on a standalone harness because I don't have a harness no more because that's going to 91LX.
And these harnesses are freaking ridiculous nowadays.
Yeah, $500 or $600. You're right.
for a harness.
Yes. But anyhow, guys, I got to drop out of here. I got to get to bed because I do actually have to work tomorrow.
You
Take
have
care,
a good
Mr.
night,
Gary,
Mr.
Mr.
Mockborn.
Gary, you have a good night, and I will be thinking about you tomorrow while you're at work while I'm watching
Thanks
TV.
for coming in, Gary.
Hey, I can watch TV. I can watch TV at work too. So, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, hell, you'll be thinking about me.
I can watch a computer monitor all day at work, but it's not TV I'm watching. Jesus.
Now, question: does she want to keep the original steel wheels, center caps, and beauty rings, or does she want you to put some
So-
kind of wheel on it?
It has wheels on it already. It's got a black steel wheel with an it's got a black aftermarket steel wheel on it. I don't know what it is, and it's got aftermarket center caps on it already.
So all it really needs is the beauty rims in.
Yeah, I have to look at it a little closer. I just kind of glanced at it and told Shelly about it, and then I went and showed it to her right before we went out to the restaurant to eat, and she's like, I fucking love it.
Dude, that's
So-
awesome, dude. You run across, honestly, you run across some of the coolest damn vehicles.
You do.
You really do, man.
And for decent prices too.
Hell yeah. See, you can't get that kind of shit down here that cheap.
Nope.
That shit down here, dude, you might as well forget it. You better start pulling gold teeth out of your mouth or something because they gonna get you.
I don't have any gold teeth. I'm screwed.
Me neither. Me neither.
I already sold them all.
Well, so, and the cool thing is I can get it on payments.
You know, it's gonna be cool because then you and her can have his and her cars. That's actually gonna be really cool.
Right. So
Hell yeah, that's gonna be badass, dude.
I like the
If-
color on it too.
if I change, yeah, it's the black top with the white bottom, and it's got a red pinstripe between the two.
I like that.
Oh, that's pretty. That's pretty.
And it's got black wheels with the chrome center caps. It looks cool as shit.
You know
There's
what-
no carpet, there's no nothing inside. I think it has door panels on it, and that's it.
I think you had a set and you sold them, but you know what would have been cool to keep and put in that car? You remember those Mustang seats that you sold? Them old 60s Mustang seats? I
Yeah,
think that would have been cool to go in that car because they would have been small
could
enough.
probably still get them back. And there was a set of black ones that were in good shape that weren't all tore up.
Because they're small enough to where,
Man,
because the inside the cab of those little cars, there's not much room. So you put those seats in there, dude, that's going to open up a lot of room inside of that cab.
Well,
Right.
everybody, welcome him to the channel. It's Pretentious Boom Mic Guy.
Okay.
Okay.
Never seen him, but how are you doing?
Yeah, you
That's
have.
Relford.
Oh. When you said that, dude, my phone is way over there on the damn table, so I can't see
Well,
nobody. I
said
see a
it's
little dot
Pretentious
on the
Boom
screen.
Mic Guy. Were you not there last night?
Yeah, I didn't. It didn't register, but I seen him with the boom mic out there. But it didn't register.
That was a short live yesterday. That's all right.
Okay.
But no, Blue,
So-
congrats, dude. Yeah. if
Well,
you can,
I haven't talked to the boss yet to let him know for sure that we want it or to get an exact price on it or anything like that. But I think we're going to do it.
well, hell yeah. If you can get it on payments under $2,000, dude, you'd be crazy not to buy that car.
Right.
From
And
what I could see in the picture, it does have door panel, at least on the driver's side.
I'm hoping that it runs. The guy that sold it to him said it did run, but it's set for a long time. And when you open the hood, it's almost as clean underneath the hood, and the engine's been painted. It's almost as clean under the hood as my Comet is.
Well, it doesn't matter. You'll take the engine out and regasket the whole damn engine anyway. 'cause
Unless
that's what you-
unless
that's
it
what you
runs
do.
good. If it runs
Well,
good, I
That's
won't.
true. That's true. That's true.
So, but if it runs bad, I'll just get a regular HO 302 and put in it.
Yeah,
With
dude,
an
I'm telling you,
AOD.
AOD will be the way to go in that car. You guys can take that car any damn where and enjoy the shit out of it. You could drive.
I'm figuring
You could drive that car to Ford Takeover, dude, with an AOD and not have no problems at all. That
an
would be awesome.
AOD with a 308 gear or a 300 gear with a 2-barrel carb, that thing would make gas.
Oh, you ain't lying. That'd be awesome.
You get them brakes changed out yet, Brosser?
No, I was taking my son had a baseball game, and my 1-year-old took freaking forever to go to sleep. I don't feel like it right now.
Rum.
You know what your wife you know what your wife is thinking? A truck I can finally reach and get groceries out of the bed.
Shit.
She ain't got no, she loves her truck.
Oh, there's no doubt, but yeah, she can't put groceries in the back of it to reach up there and get them out. She ain't that damn tall.
Right.
I have trouble getting in my truck to get stuff out of the back end of it. That's why it's
Hell, I love this little Ranger. Me being only 5'6", dude, I can actually reach halfway
For
across
those
the
of you
bed.
who just came in.
Down with it says it needs a screw blower like the Aussie style cars do.
Now that would be cool too, you know.
So
Oh, got you a damn MSD 2-step.
yeah.
It needs to just run and drive, be killer good on gas, and drive super smooth.
Hell yeah. That would be sweet, dude. Congrats,
What I
man.
forgot to order
Again.
was the button for it.
Like I said, you
had to have
you
a
just
button
come
for
up with the
those.
coolest cars, man. I can't get that lucky down here. If I get something like that down here, dude, I'm paying out the nose for that shit.
So I'm gonna
That
go to
car
work
down
and
here is
talk to the
that-
boss and find out what kind of payments he's thinking. He said an all-wheel drive Explorer and swap it to an all-wheel drive setup.
Hey, now, hey, that would be a good candidate for that EcoBoost. Now, hold on a second. Now, that would be kind of sweet.
Uh-uh.
That would be kind of sweet, though. I mean, think about it. That would be
Needs
kind of
that
sweet.
classic sound with the classic car.
The twin turbo EcoBoost 2.7 with the 6R80 would be bad as fuck in that little truck, but I'm not gonna cut that little truck up. I've
Oh,
got
no,
enough
I
big
wouldn't do that
projects
either.
on my plate. I don't need another project.
needs-
I've got
it needs that
way
classic
too many
sound.
projects. Huh?
It needs that classic sound anyway.
Yeah, I
It just
agree
needs a
100%.
small block, which it already has.
Yep.
I'm just gonna make it run and drive and make it reliable. Hopefully
That-
with the motor and tranny that's in it, if I don't know, but I'd like to at least swap an AOD in it, which I have a good AOD.
Bad as I hate to say this, that thing would sound good with a set of Flowmasters on it. And yes,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
sorry. I'm sorry I said that because I hate those
Why?
fucking mufflers, but I hate them. I can't fucking stand them. But that little truck would sound good with a set of damn Flowmasters on it.
Well, it depends on which Flowmasters you're talking about. 'Cause they're not all.
Well, that one really wouldn't need anything bigger than 40 series. I mean, but then I would mount them as far back, as close to the rear end as I can to keep the drone and everything back there instead of in the cab of the car.
That's what you're supposed to do with them.
Oh, that is not what we did back in the day with the Fox bodies. We mounted them some bitches right up under the seat and just died from the gas fumes, but we still drove those some bitches.
Yeah.
So honestly, I think
Flying towards the rear.
that if I do end up getting it and it ends up turning out good, I would probably just put some 40 series Flowmasters right under the back bumper.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you could do that. Yeah, because it should have plenty of room behind the back tires. Plenty of room for
Uh-huh.
that.
Okay. And if people that just came in are wondering, this is the car they're talking about.
Yeah, as soon as it goes full screen, we can see it.
You're frozen.
Yeah, hush.
Oh, you're frozen in time. There you go. Look at that little Falcon. I mean, that little, Falcon. That's how much it's pretty. Good God. It's,
Ranchero, baby.
nah, it's a Falcon Ranchero. I don't care what you say. I'm
It's
going to
a
call it
Falcon
a.
Ranchero. It's a Falcon Ranchero Sprint, factory V8 with 5 lug.
I love the black and white two-tone. Man, it just makes that car look good.
It's a Falchero.
It's a Falchero.
Falchero.
Falchero. Don't you forget it.
So we'll see.
If you don't get it, dude, you're going to be banned from my live stream.
Fuck you. I'm gonna go to work and I'm gonna talk to him tomorrow,
Once
find
every
out an
3
exact
years.
price. Huh?
So once every 3 years, you won't be able to go onto his live stream.
Yeah.
Have you seen, hey, have you seen this video of the Lamborghini versus Falcon?
No, I didn't.
Here, full screen me real quick. This is a good one. You guys can see it. Hold on.
God, you think the video's smalling? Okay, now I got big. I was like, holy shit, what a small video. Now Falcon said, kiss my ass, Lamborghini. You ain't got shit.
Like,
Why
no
does that
fucking
look like
way.
a Dodge Dart, not a Falcon?
That says XY Falcon. I don't know what that is.
Oh, okay. It's a Falcon, but it's over in Australia.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You don't know what them guys going to have. They got some nasty shit over there.
No shit.
That's serious.
Never see.
Yeah, they got some nasty shit over there, boy. Woo.
Yeah, it could be a twin supercharged LS over there because that looked like a flat hood car. So, how's everybody doing tonight? We went to Village Inn and had breakfast food for dinner.
Sounds like a plan there, buddy. That actually sounds good.
Yeah,
I had a chicken fried steak with over hard eggs, hash browns, and pancakes.
I had chicken fried rice with a lot of soy sauce, and I guarantee the soy sauce is gonna fuck me up.
That chicken fried rice
But I
sounds
like it
good.
though. But I like me some chicken fried rice though.
I love soy sauce. I eat it all the time. Doesn't bother me one bit. But I just had a crappy hamburger steak tonight from the gas station. Although they used to have really good ribs and stuff there, and the ribs today didn't. I couldn't smell them over all the other food. So usually,
Right now I'm boiling down stew beef right now. I'm gonna make chili tomorrow.
well, I
Wingstop.
got there after the rush. It was late when I got there, and most of the good food was already gone.
So, I got offered another trade for the Fox body. Where the hell is it?
Is that
What's this
CTSV you was telling us about?
No,
No, that guy disappeared.
no, it's this guy. It's actually not bad. I'm not really looking for this. It's an SN95,
Oh yeah, what year?
97.
GT?
Oh, that's nice.
Dude, there's nothing wrong with that.
It's
It's not a convertible. There you go.
You'll
Not a
select
convertible.
that. There's a plan in motion already.
Yeah, that's not a bad ride right there, dude. I guarantee you'd like it.
What I'm going to get, you guys will agree, is better than that. So we will.
If it has Mercedes or BMW attached to it, I ain't gonna do nothing but just laugh at you. Because it's
Well,
gonna be your wallet paying for that shit, not mine.
We'll see what happens.
Because I know how expensive those damn cars are. Shit on that, not me.
Maybe it's a classic Scooby, a bug-eyed.
I hope you get a Volkswagen Beetle, to be honest with you, because I absolutely love those damn
There
cars.
will be 8 cylinders.
Oh, okay. Well, I've seen some V8s and damn Volkswagen Beetles now. Hold on a second, they badass cars.
Well, they did make one Scirocco that had 8 cylinders in it, but it was one front engine and one rear engine, 2 4-cylinder engines. That was pretty badass.
So why don't you try to straight out sell it so you can buy the supercharger shit for your
He is
boss?
trying to. No, he's
I'm
trying to sell
trying
it
to sell
to
it.
something else.
I am trying to sell it, but
The SN95, how many miles does it have on it?
I don't know.
Okay.
How much do they want for it?
Is it stock?
I don't know. He didn't. Yeah, it looks not. It looked pretty. No, it's got the BBK inlet or intake.
Okay, well it's still stock then. Yeah, that's just the intake. That's just the intake tube. That's still stock.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what's done to it. The guy says he daily drives it. Whatever.
Is it automatic or manual?
And it looks like. I think it's a manual. It looked like a manual. But,
Good, decent looking car though.
well, I've got. I think what's coming, you guys will all agree, was a better choice when it gets here.
Wait, a better choice than the car you just showed us?
Oh yeah. After this is gone, you'll all
Okay, so now you say what you got coming. So is this a for sure done deal?
Let's put it this way. Until I say I don't want it, it's mine.
It's
Oh,
your
okay,
dad's
well,
car,
okay.
isn't it?
Yeah, it sounds like it's his dad's car.
That's what it sounds like to me.
Yep, that's what it sounds like.
We'll see.
Yeah.
You've got 10 people in here, bros, for spill the beans, bro. Come on.
Mind you, would be a great thing to have. Your dad's car is awesome. I like his car. I love the color on it.
I like grabber orange as well, but we'll see.
What is your dad's car?
He's got a 2007 California Special he's trying to sell.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
and it's a beautiful car too.
Well, it needs paint. Bad.
Wow.
Eh, hey, hey, look, you got to have something to do to it, man. You got to have content for your channel.
Oh
so
no!
there
If I got that car, I'd be turning it into a track car because yeah, the boss is that, but like I don't want to wreck the boss like that. My dad's car would be a car that I'd go out there and I would just rip. And if I crash, yeah, I'd be upset about it, but it wouldn't be like the end of the world for me.
But I
What
really
kinda-
like that body style on the 07.
Now, what kind of track you talking about? Drag strip or road course?
Road course for fun.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, okay.
I'm sorry.
The best track there is, road course, of course.
Oh no, see, you just can't go as fast down.
The thing is,
Well,
too,
Actually, I can go
it's
faster
okay,
on a road course than I can
Yeah.
on a drag strip.
well, I'm
Yeah,
sure,
but
I'm
not
sure a
as
lot of you
quick.
guys- I'm sure
but it's not as quick.
a lot of you guys look at Marketplace, right? And so Marketplace right now, 3-valve parts are cheap compared to everything else.
Well, do you know why? Do you know why? There's a reason. There's a reason why.
It's because it's in that window that like the new edges used to be in, the SN95s used to be in. It's in that window where it will be cheap.
Yeah.
I was just talking about a 3-valve engine in
So
general.
The New Edge and the SN95 are the same damn car, aren't they?
Okay,
They might be the same car, but they look totally different.
There's a period where
They
a
don't look
car is
totally
about
different.
20 years old.
Totally different. They don't look the same at all.
When a car is about 20 years old, that's probably the cheapest value is going to be on it if it's like a collector car, muscle car, or whatever. And then from there, usually they'll start to work their way back up.
I'm not a
That's
fan of the
about
new
right,
Edge body style. I'm not a fan of the new Edge body style, but I am a fan of the SN95.
Okay, what year was the New Edge?
So New Edge is 99
I
to
think.
04.
Okay,
99 to
99 to
04.
I used to have a New Edge and an SN95 in my driveway at the same time, and those things looked exactly the same except for some minor differences.
No,
Okay,
Gary's
so the
got some
outer
pictures.
shell is
They
completely
look-
different.
They
New Edge
they
is sharp.
look completely. They don't look the same at all.
Suspension wise are exactly the same.
Yes.
Yeah.
Looks wise, they don't look nothing alike. Looks
Okay.
wise.
So the V6s, they did look alike. I had one of both because I bought them both for my wife, a green one and a white one. And the white one was the new one, the New Edge, and the green one was the SN95. And they look
Okay, so
similar. Yes, there are slight
technically-
differences, but they look
Technically,
so similar.
SN95 goes from 94 to 04.
Right.
I'm not going by chassis. I'm going strictly by
If
looks.
you're talking the
I'm going by
05,
looks.
the 05s are the 197s, aren't they?
Yeah.
Right.
05 is 197.
That's not a yeah. The SN95 is the New Edge. They're both. It's a facelift car. It's all
The
they do.
SN95 body style
Well-
went from 04 to 98.
Okay, hold on. SN95 is the chassis, and that is 99 to 04. However, 94 to 04.
Right.
Yeah.
99, they started calling them New Edge. That's actually a nickname,
Mhm.
and
Yep.
it's not a facelift car. It's a completely different outer shell.
Yeah.
Yeah, they look nothing
I
like
would
the
swear-
98s.
I have
Yeah.
two of them sitting in my yard. They look the same. One of each.
No.
Mm-mm,
A
no.
New Edge does not look anything
Not
like
at
an
all.
SN95. No.
SN9, a
Nothing like it.
98 and a 99 looks totally different body styles. Totally
Yes. Yes. Total different taillights, different
Paints.
nose clip.
different. They got
Hang
different
on,
sides. They got different hoods, everything.
They look as much the same as the 15 to 17 and 18 to 22 do, or 20.
No.
No,
No.
they don't. No, they don't.
Okay.
Completely different.
A New Edge here. I'm gonna say it like this: an SN95 would be like a 96 Cobra,
Okay.
and a New Edge would look like a 04 Cobra.
Exactly. Two totally different body styles.
Totally different bodies.
Totally different dashes.
I'm not talking about on the inside.
Well, I'll just okay. Well, if we're going strictly outside, they totally different. They don't look nothing alike.
Nothing.
Nothing. They don't.
Mm-hmm.
A new Edge that I call a new Edge from 99 to 04. I know the chassis is all still the same. I'm just saying, looks wise, body looks wise, from
They look
94 to
very
98.
I'm on two different websites here. I'm looking. One's is the pre and one's post. They look very, very similar. I'm sorry, they do. Yeah, they had some body changes, slight body changes, but they're very similar looking cars.
When was your last eye exam?
I was
What the hell is that?
I missed it. What got said?
Brother said, "Where was your last eye exam?"
That's funny.
Yeah, okay. So the front end's a little shorter. They're very similar. Very similar. I'm not saying they're exactly the same, but they are similar. They're very similar.
And chassis.
Built on the same chassis.
Built
Yeah.
on the same chassis,
Well,
but their outer
okay.
skin is totally different.
Okay, so that's
Little
yes, they
difference
are
between you and me
built
is
on the same
different
design
things.
chassis, but the new Edge is 3.5, 4 inches longer and 3 inches wider.
It is wider, yeah. But
Now
there's
wait,
two V6s.
is it the chassis that's wider and
and I
longer,
get
or
both of them.
the body?
I think it's the body. I
Both.
still think it's the
Well,
okay.
wheelbase, new Edge. Okay, so
That was
SN95
one
wheelbase is like 4 inches longer than a Fox body, and then the new Edge is like 3 or 4 inches longer than an SN95.
Gotcha. Okay. But still the same design on the chassis, though, right?
Oh yeah, you can
Okay,
unbolt
okay.
all the suspension out of a 90. You could take everything out from under a 2004, the rear end, the front suspension, the motor training, everything, and roll it up underneath a 79 Fox body Mustang and bolt it all in.
Well, you just done that to a Fox body from a SN95, so
Yeah,
with barbecue
95
mods, so-
convertible and bolted
Yep.
it into a 90 Mustang. Yes.
Yep.
You know what? They might be different, as you all say. That's fine. You all are entitled to have your own opinion. In my opinion, they looked very similar to each other. And that's my opinion. And guess what? My opinion cannot be wrong.
But factually, they
Okay.
look different.
They do look different, but they look very similar.
But I tell you what does look good though, and I don't know how many people-
automatics, and I
I
hated
feel like
them.
we're in a negotiation process here.
I tell you what I do think looks good. If somebody takes the SN95 dash out and put it in the Fox body correctly, I think that shit looks good.
Nope. You know why?
Why is that?
Because it gets rid of it. Takes you put the SN95 dash in a Fox body, you lose 4 inches of fucking leg room in between the floorboard and the
But
bottom
I'm
of the
fu-
dash.
But I'm only 5'6". That don't matter to me. I still got to slide my seat forward to reach the fucking
I
gas
prefer
pedal.
the Fox body dash over the SN95s.
Say
Hey, what's
what?
that movie? What's that movie where the guy is hired and he has to go to try kill Kim Jong Un, and he gets in there and his phase was same but different. That applies here.
I don't know. I've always liked the SN95 dash. I just think it's a good looking dash.
What'd you say,
Me
Pete?
personally.
I said I like the Fox body dash better.
Which Fox dash? The 4i or the composite?
The
Now
not the
The
Fox,
Euro?
the composite.
that's open for debate.
I'm sorry, no, it's the 4i. The 4i dash is my favorite because that's
Okay.
The flat one?
I had 4 of those.
Okay.
And I like
So-
that dash better because it's simplistic, it's basic, and it had a place to put your stuff on the dash on the passenger side. Big tray.
Okay, so that's not 4i.
No, okay, that was my last one then. No,
Yeah,
no,
the Euro is the
4i.
one that has the little cubby space on top of the dash.
I
Yeah, it has a little shelf.
I didn't own that weren't 4i's. I've never, except for the first one I owned way back in the day when I was in Hawaii, but all the ones I owned in Washington were all 4i's.
The only
Okay.
the only thing I love the 4i dash. I think it's the best looking dash to me in a Fox
Oh.
body ever. The only thing I wish the 4i could do that the Aero dash does, I wish you could put a double DIN radio in it. You just can't the way every damn thing is
I
made.
think what I was thinking of was the Escort dash
Oh.
or my Toyota dash. One of those. It might have been my Toyota that I had that had a big tray on the side too.
Well, the Euro dash does have a big tray up there.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, that Euro dash, believe it or not, it almost looks just like the damn dash in my Ranger.
Yeah,
really
they look
does.
super close.
Hell yeah,
I
they
like
do.
A couple of the old Rangers too. I like those, but
So
I know my Toyota had a nice dash too in it. I like those old dashes. They're just simple. I mean, yes, I love these new digitals that I'm putting in my cars. That I'm still waiting for the development to be done for my Focus one because I'm getting an aftermarket digital dash for that. But I love my new digital dash. It's pretty cool. But I still like when I'm in an older car, you know, or some of the old ones. I like their simplistic dashes. If I had a tack and a speedometer, all I needed. Give me a light for everything else. I didn't actually need to look at anything on my old little, 4 cylinders and, V6s or whatever. My daily drivers or even a V8. I didn't need to know anything. I wasn't racing them. They were just drivers.
See, that's the good thing I can say about this damn dash. It's in this truck out here. It's a 90. This something just got gauges. There ain't no dummy
Yeah.
lights. Gauges. I'm like, yes, I
Well,
like
you got
gauges.
dummy lights too.
Yeah, but I mean, the main thing is you got gauges.
Yeah.
And, amps, fuel, water, oil pressure,
like
all that
having-
kind of shit. It's all gauges.
I like having, a heat temp, a temp would be nice. And I mean, if you have it, oil pressure is always nice to see, but I don't even have that in my current car because when I switched the digital dash in, it went from having a thing saying oil low, or oil pressure low and normal. That's all it said. And
Can't you switch to digital dash though? Don't it have options to bring up like gauges?
It does, and oil is one of them. But guess what? It doesn't work in mine because mine's not a performance pack.
Oh, okay, I got you.
So I have to take my computer and hook it up and fix that. But I don't know if I have the 3-wire or the 2-wire oil pressure gauge.
Okay.
If I've got the 3-wire, it'll actually get a pressure. It's just on off. You've got, but it either tells you have pressure or you don't.
I know my truck is gutless as hell, but dude, I'm telling you, the more and more I drive this little Ranger, the more and more I fall in love with this little son of a bitch. I'm like, God, I like this little truck. It's fifth gear, dude, is absolutely gutless in that bastard. Hey, Brailsford, I finally know a vehicle that your Fox body would outrun, and that's my truck.
Yeah,
I don't think your car, depending on how far we drove, I could beat your Mustang in my truck. But if you decided to go far enough to where you went over 88 miles an hour, I lose.
I don't know if I'd make it that high.
But the good thing about it is, I will pass every one of y'all because when y'all stopping for gas, me and this little 2.3 is gonna keep on going. We ain't gonna stop. Some bitch gonna get good gas mileage.
600 miles out of it. I can go 600 miles on a tank. So
My daily.
Well, we ain't talking about your dually now. We're talking about your other cars. We ain't talking about your damn dually.
other cars get like
Your dually's got a damn gas tank on it like a dump truck. That's something got a big old tank on it.
My
Okay.
daily driver, I get 13 whether or not I drive like a granny, or I get 13 if I'm driving it like a race car.
Dude, I have no idea what
So
my
Focus can get
2.3
up
gets.
to 30 some miles per gallon if I drive it like a normal person would. But since I drive it like me, I get like 14 to 18.
Yeah, I got a brand new fuel pump. My gas gauge don't work. I got a brand new fuel pump to put in it to make that work. But hell, the fuel pump's working. So I just drive it 325 miles and stop and fill it up full of gas. Drive it 325 miles, stop, fill it full of gas.
How big's your tank on that Ranger?
I couldn't tell you. When I bought it, it had like a half a tank in it. So I just filled it up with 93. And I think when I filled it up, I think it took like $23, I think at that point. But gas,
my
the price of gas is
four-cylinder,
going up, so.
5-speed regular cab Ranger, it was a short bed. It had a 16-gallon tank in it.
You see mine right there on the picture, right there on my little icon.
Right.
Blue.
It's a regular cab long bed. So I do know that some of the other trucks had bigger tanks. My extended cab short bed Ranger had a 21-gallon tank in it.
Well, my truck's a extended. Mine's a single cab short wheelbase. Mine's not a long wheelbase.
Okay, so you could have the 16-gallon tank. You could have a 21-gallon tank, or I think they also made a 12-gallon tank.
I hope the bitch ain't got the 12. I hope it's got the 16. I've never
From what
run it
I've
that far
seen,
down.
I've only seen the 12. I personally have only seen the 12-gallon tank in a short bed regular cab 4-wheel drive because they had to have a smaller tank because of the transfer case.
Right.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
That's the only time I've ever personally seen one with the little bitty. The fucking tanks.
12 point something gallons in my Focus and 16 point something gallons in the Mustang.
So the little bitty tank, it's square, but it's about It's not much bigger than a 5-gallon tank in the little 4-wheel drive short bed regular cab.
Mhm.
Oh,
It's a square tank. It's about 18 inches long, 10 inches wide, 10 inches tall, give or take.
that's a 16-gallon tank almost.
It's super small.
Well, I'm just saying
And
that's
then-
what my race tank was, a 16-gallon tank that I put in the trunk of my car, and it was 16 gallons. It was about that size.
Okay.
Yeah,
But-
that's
All my paint looked good until I pressure washed it and I blowed all the damn paint off the hood.
Well, then the 16-gallon tank that they use in the Rangers is long and
Long,
skinny.
skinny.
So
the one on
Yeah.
the side.
Yeah, I know
yeah,
mine's
it's
mounted on the
side
driver's side
between
right
the
up under
frame
the
rail and
filler.
the drive shaft.
Yeah, yeah. Kind of like mine. Mine's long and skinny too, and it's 48 gallons.
What's up,
Yeah,
Chad?
mine's on the driver's side right up under the filler.
Yeah, mine's on the same here. Same on the F450.
And Shelly's truck tank, because I relocated it and I used a handicap bus tank, a Ford
Mhm.
E350 handicap van bus,
Oh, that's a big old damn tank.
38 gallons.
Yeah, no shit. That's a big old tank. A big old E350. That was a tank. I had
Yep.
one of those.
Well, it was the only tank I could find that perfectly fit between the frame rails.
Dude, I actually missed that E350 I had.
It's an E350 long.
Oh yeah, mine was a club wagon.
15
Mine was long.
Say that
motherfucker.
again, Pinks.
Is it a 15-pack van?
It was one of the ones with the big fiberglass fucking back on it that had the open door with the ramp on the side.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay, okay.
And it was so here's the thing that was neat. It was a 5.4 3-valve E350, and it was the same year as her truck. When I plugged it in, her gas gauge worked perfect.
nice.
Yeah, mine was
So
a
I got
91, had a
super
351 Windsor in it.
My son's
Yeah.
got an E350 van long. It was an old Surf Pro van, and he loves it. But it finally gave him a problem the other day, and he thought he'd killed it, and he goes out and instantly thought he'd killed it. It overheated because the hose going to the heater core blew, and having to replace the heater core because it was plugged. It's like, well, yeah, now you'll have heat in the van. Although it's going to be summertime and you don't need heat in the van, but yeah, get that fixed. It'll run fine. One thing he needs to do to it is replace all his bushings and ball joints in his suspension so that his steering doesn't do this where that doesn't help you. Me not turning on my camera there, so his steering doesn't do this to stay straight. It's an old worn out van, and it needs a little suspension work, and the damn thing it runs fine.
Hey, Pinks, I gotta hop out. I just want to be in for a little bit, but I didn't go to bed.
Oh,
Later, man.
have a good one.
Later.
There, guys.
Thanks for coming in.
Night, Brosford.
They're dropping like flies. I think the highest we had in here was a 14 or 15 count of people.
Yes, the 5.4 Tritons are garbage.
This was not a Triton. This is too old to be a
No,
Triton.
no. Downwind asked. He said,
I know.
"Oh, okay."
I saw it. I was just going, yeah, his van is just, I think it's a 351 that he's got in his. It's an older van. Like, the reason he got it for basically nothing is because they were getting rid of them, and he had to do all the work to get rid of all the Surf Pro signs on all their vans that they were getting rid of, and he got one of them for free. So I used it. It's how I got my big toolbox home.
Right on.
Yeah, like I said, mine was a church
Oh,
van.
It's
Mine was
low.
a
I
handicap
knew
van
you could
too.
get it in easier.
You said yours was a truck van, a half truck, half van.
No, mine was a church van.
Oh,
Mine was a
Church
church
van.
handicap van. It had a damn handicap ramp and all that shit in it when I bought it.
So
have
it
you
was
guys
basically
seen
called-
that? Those gay ass truck vans.
I
Yeah.
haven't. No.
I've seen people do that. I've seen people.
They actually, there's a company that converted them. They took the extra long vans. So my dad had one. It was like an extra long van, dually.
Oh
With
yeah, I've seen them
the
done as a
van was
dually. I think they
shortened.
look good as hell, dude.
Well, this one, the van was shortened. It would seat like 8, but then it had a long bed truck on the back of it. It had a dually bed on it.
Yeah, I've seen those. I like those, but not
It
not
was-
sitting 8 people. I like them when it's only got front seats and back seats, and then has the dually bed. I think that shit actually looks good if you use the right van. I don't know how it would look on the newer vans, but I know the older vans, like the early '90s with the flat front ends, they look good as hell.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen that that van that is converted to a where the boat it's a boat hauler?
I don't know if I've ever seen that.
End of it.
Yeah, where it's like a super long van, but the boat pulls up on the back of it.
Right, right. Yeah, it's made for, but they're not big boats. They're not huge boats.
No,
I don't
it's
know-
like
I don't know if I've ever seen one of
25-foot
those.
boat or some shit.
Yeah, they're pretty cool. I've seen that. done.
Yep. Did you know that those are front wheel drive?
Well,
Really?
yeah, it makes sense to have
They
them
are,
drive.
huh?
It makes sense to have them front wheel drive.
Well,
There's no
what's
weight
wild
limit
is it's a
on the
big
boat on
block 460 with a transmission and a transfer case to where the back output shaft has been removed out of the transfer case, and it sends a drive shaft forward to the front diff, and it's just got a solid axle, like a straight axle under the back of it.
Yeah,
Damn, that's actually pretty cool.
Wild, dude.
I bet it doesn't have the 4-wheel drive front end diff on it though, because that would just make it steer like crap.
It actually does have a 4-wheel drive front diff.
But it can't be locked.
I don't think it was locked, but it actually has a regular 4-wheel drive front diff, which is
Yeah, it's
super
not a
weird.
locking one. It's got a limited slip on it.
Right. And just a solid straight axle under the back of it, because they said that it was because they had to get it low enough to be able to get the boat up on it.
So I've seen a
And-
rollback. I've seen a rollback like that one time. It was a
I
front wheel
never
drive
actually thought about
rollback.
it. I saw the one I saw it on a video. I never thought about whether it was front or rear wheel drive. Didn't even think about it.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? The rollback or the boat? Boat.
The
van?
boat.
Boat one.
Yeah, I've seen like I said, I've seen a rollback one time. I was sitting at a damn truck stop. This is about years ago, but I was sitting at a truck stop and a rollback pulled up in front of a car that was broken down. And I watched them. They let the bed just come all the way down and sit flat on the damn ground, and they pushed the car up on it. I was like,
Oh,
check
yeah,
this shit out. I said, that's badass, dude. That's the first one I've ever seen.
Those are pretty cool.
Yeah, that's the first one I ever seen. I was like, damn, that's cool.
Where it like cantilevers off and just lays down flat, and then
Well, no. This didn't cantilever. The damn tires, the rear back wheels moved out, and the bed comes down and sits flat on the fucking ground.
Oh,
the tires
I've
just,
never
like,
seen one
moved
of
out.
those. I've seen
Yeah,
one where
it was cool as shit, dude.
Where the bed kind of here, I'll show you. With
Yo, I know what you're talking
the
about.
bed
When
kind of
it,
went like this, it lifted up and went over, and then came down in the back.
I know. Yeah,
Comes back up and over, and sits back down on top of the frame.
Is that what Carvana uses or whatever?
What's that?
Is that what those Carvanas or whatever use?
I have no idea. I've seen these, and it looks like a flatbed tow truck that's low. It's a lower flatbed, but the bed doesn't tilt. It comes over it, it lifts up on there's the lever bars that hydraulically lift it up, and then when it comes back down, it's flat like you had like it's on the ground, and you just push the car on, you lock the car down, and it lifts it right back up.
yeah. I mean,
Wild.
yeah, because you don't. I mean, you know how like a rollback will roll back and
Love
tilt
to have
down.
one of those.
Yeah, it wouldn't matter how low your car is to the ground. You could just push a bitch right up on the bed.
Right.
So-
I love one of those.
Have you seen the car trailers to where you pull them down the road, they look normal like a regular car trailer, but then they lower flat down to the ground and the wheels just move up?
Yes. I've
Yeah,
seen-
see, that's what I was talking about on that rollback. That's the same way that rollback did.
So
Exact same way the rollback did.
That's got to be front wheel drive then, because
That's
they
what I
can't
said.
have-
Yeah, that's what I said. The rollback was front wheel drive, and that was the first time I've ever seen something like that.
Yeah. Okay. So
I've seen the conventional rollbacks, but when I seen that one, I was like, hell, that's something is weird. I said, but then I got thinking, I was like, that's fucking cool as
so
shit.
expensive. Those trailers are
Oh, there's no telling how much that shit would cost.
So
And
the
even
trailer,
if you buy the plans to build it yourself, they charge you like $15,000 for it.
yeah, that's what I was
Fucking,
gonna say. I seen the plans and the supplies. I seen them for $10,000.
Yeah, but the supplies isn't all the supplies. It's only some of them.
Oh, see, I
Who'd we
didn't
get-
even know
Who
that.
just joined the
I
panel?
just seen it. I thought it was neater than shit. I watched it on.
Yeah, oh,
I was
they
just
are neat.
scrolling. You know how it is. You're scrolling through
Yeah.
YouTube, and then you just get caught on something.
The thing is, it doesn't come with any of the framework. It only comes with the hydraulic or the air parts or hydraulic.
Oh, what's up, Mike's Garage?
Okay.
Yeah, it only comes with that special parts right there. That's it. And the plans. All the steel work and all that, you got to buy.
Yeah, and price of steel these days is out
Oh,
fucking
it's
outrageous.
Or aluminum
So-
even. Aluminum's
Or
crazy.
plastic.
Oh yeah, aluminum is going through the damn roof, dude. It's almost you can't hardly buy sheets of that shit no more.
Look at the price of like a plastic shed or bubble
Oh,
wrap
yeah.
or
Well,
My neighbor over here bought a 8x8 plastic shed from Home Depot. He paid $2,700 for it, and it's only an 8x8. I said, dude, did they bend you over and grease you up on the way out the door? Because you just
well,
got
the wooden
fucked.
shed I bought, which was
I was like, holy shit.
the wooden shed I bought, which is 200 square foot, was close to $6,000.
what do you
Dude,
So
I
got?
the
could-
wooden shed, 200 square foot. What's that in foot by foot?
10 by
It's
20?
10 by 20.
Well, you look
Okay.
at 8x8, it's only 64 square foot, dude. That ain't enough room for nothing. He only
I
used
know.
the parts
the
his lawnmower in.
square foots- and this one is so. This one cost me more. So this one came pre-built. They came and just set it down in my yard and set it up. The one I got in Tacoma, they built it on my ground. They built it there. Only thing we had to do was paint it. This one came pre-painted, but that one cost like almost $1,500 less, and it was taller, so it had more room in it. Because taller, I didn't realize that those 2 or 3 feet of extra height was going to make that much of a difference.
Yeah, hell yeah. When you go vertical, when you go up, they charge like hell for that shit.
So,
Well,
like a,
I paid less for the bigger one,
Mhm.
and it was a better, and it was built just as well or better.
What I find funny about this guy over here though, he bought this 8x8 plastic freaking building for almost $3,000, and he's only got a $150 riding Murray lawnmower off Facebook Marketplace. I'm like, really? You paid more money for the building than you did for the shitty ass lawnmower you bought off Facebook Marketplace? Did you park in it?
well,
I
So
damn
Something's wrong with that
bubble
picture.
wrap, $35 for a roll of bubble wrap, and you're like, shit, am I trying to wrap stuff
How
that's
much?
worth $35?
Oh Jesus. Yeah, I was.
Oh yeah,
looking-
you start moving here soon, don't you, buddy?
Yeah, this weekend.
I was looking, Mike,
Ooh.
for the aluminum sheeting to go on the side of this wood I was doing for my trailer, for the trailer cabinet I'm fixing, and I was just trying to find that aluminum sheeting, and I found it, but there's no way I was paying the price they wanted for it.
What they want? $100?
Let's see, for one sheet of 8x4, and I'd need two, one for the back, one for the front, because that's the way the original was. It was like it was going to be over $200 for the two sheets, not including shipping, and shipping wasn't free.
Mike, you're moving on a very wet weekend, buddy, because it's supposed to rain all fucking weekend long.
Well, maybe not where he's going to be.
Not where I'm going.
Oh, it's not going to be raining in Raleigh because it's going to be fucking flooding in Georgia.
Yeah, well, that's a long ways away. Raleigh and
It-
Georgia are
Yeah, but still, usually what comes up through here goes up through there. So,
I've looked a little bit into materials, and you could build a 10 by 20 garage for like $1,800 if you bought all the supplies yourself and did it yourself.
really good for you.
Yeah.
I can't.
18 by 20?
I don't see
18.
that with the roofing. All
10 by 20.
Oh, 10 by 20?
that seems really cheap.
It does. It does seem really cheap right now
But then
because
again,
plywood
I'm
is
very
not
good
fucking
with
cheap.
building buildings, so I'll leave it to professionals so it actually works.
Well, see, you're not building a floor system. You're only building the walls and the roof, though, right?
Right.
Okay, so if you're building floor system and you're adding 2x8s to that order and plywood, that shit's gonna go up dramatically.
Just find a
So
unit.
I do, when I build a shed, I do it a little bit different. Take some 4x4s, some green 4x4s, and lay plywood across the top of it, and then build your walls. Or get some railroad ties. You get, 4 or 6 railroad ties. You lay them down, and then you put plywood across the top of it. But when we move out there, I'll probably do it on top of a concrete pad or something.
So when I had my last one built, I built a pad for it out of. I took some 4x or some. Yeah, I think they were 4x6s. Took some 4x6s and made myself a nice frame. Then I filled it in with some dirt. I had to get some dirt in to fill in some of the areas, and then gravel, and made it a really solid gravel base, so that water would run off no problem. And I mean, it worked great. That base was, but I think that's one of the places where I really hurt my back, was moving all that dirt before, because when I moved the gravel, I rented a Bobcat basically, or a cat, little skid steer. Well, it was a wheeled skid steer thing, but
Yeah, with a bucket on front of it.
yeah, it wasn't a
Yeah.
Bobcat though. I don't think it was
I got you.
color or something.
Yeah.
But
Hell, you can rent them now where you don't even have to sit on them. You can rent them now when you stand up behind them.
I don't like to stand behind. I like to sit down in the side of them and be lazy.
Oh
Right.
but if you got a small amount of work that you need done, I mean, I ain't talking about grading off this, grading off. I'm just talking about
saying that
look,
for
small
what I
amount of
was
work.
doing,
the stand-ups are great.
the price was about the same for both. So
Oh well, hell, you might as well get something you can sit on for a
you gotta
price.
get the
Hell yeah,
sit-down one that was more comfortable.
damn right.
They-
Shit,
they
I agree
just-
100% on that.
They got good
An
deals on
8
used ones.
What's that?
Used ones. I saw like one that it was like $800. They marked it down to 400. And
What
it
you
was
talking? What you talking about? $800?
Wood shed used. It was like
Oh! I thought you were talking about a skid steer. I was like, where's that? I'm gonna go buy 20 of them right now.
No,
So
they
where they
got
at? I'm gonna go buy 20 of them right now. Where they at?
from like 800 to 400. But here's the funny part. They said you are not allowed to back a vehicle up into our yard to take it. You must lift it up and carry it across the yard onto your truck. And I'm thinking, man, you bring that puppy down to $100, people still ain't gonna do that. You're talking
Fuck
like
no.
8 guys to pick that sucker up and then carry it from your backyard all the way up. Oh, and it says you have to
Boy,
partially
Mike's
take
garage
it up.
don't know me and my people very well, huh?
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now. Is that building made out of wood, Mike?
Wood.
Is it made out of wood?
Yep.
8 people ain't picking that son of a bitch up.
Okay. Oh, okay. So down with it showing.
I'm gonna tell you right now. 8 people ain't picking that bitch up.
So that's great. All that 1,200 to pour the floor. That would be in a place where you could actually afford to do that or be able to. I can't do that, or I would have had a shed like that built in my backyard. But I have high voltage power lines running over my backyard, so I can't have metal buildings.
Oh shit!
I have
How high voltage?
extremely
do you
large-
have?
It's only gonna shock you one time. You don't have to worry about it after that no more.
Yeah,
When
yeah,
you
yeah.
say high voltage, are you talking like how?
He's talking about
high?
power lines. He's talking about power lines.
No, but like 50K, 250K. How? I mean, are they the
I
big
think these are
suckers or
running.
what?
I think these are 150s.
Look, I don't give a shit if it's a power line. I don't want somebody touching me at all.
They're the largest. So I've got 2 different sets. I have one set from Alabama Power and one set from TVA. The Alabama Power ones are the ones closest to the house, and they are quite large and uninsulated because they don't insulate high voltage power lines.
Nope.
And the
Can
other
you
one,
hear them buzz?
huh?
Can you hear them buzz?
No, that's the 200s.
Yeah.
And those only buzz on those are the big metal tall ones. Those don't come over. These are on they were wooden poles, but they're starting to replace them with metal poles now. It's a double pole with a T across at the top.
Dude, you wouldn't believe they changed a lot of shit out down here for concrete poles.
You know, somebody was trying to tell me that the poles they put in next door were concrete, and I'm like, no, they're not. They're galv. They are not concrete. And he was like, yeah, they looks like concrete. And I went and walked up to him. I'm
gonna tell you right now, straight up. These motherfuckers down here, they ain't galvanized. They concrete. If you take a hammer, you can chip them some, but you can
that's
chip
fine.
concrete
The
right out of
ones
it.
here are not concrete. And somebody was trying to tell me they were. An electrician was trying to tell me they were. And I'm like, no, they're not. These are steel. I know. I walked up to it and looked at it and touched it even.
I didn't know they could run high power lines like that through the residential.
Well, I think they were here before the residential was, but the residential, the residential's been here since the 60s. They have an easement, so yeah, they can. I have a TVA substation behind my house.
Oh wow!
Yeah, and you can't block that easement either. That's the thing
So have
about
you
it.
had any dead animals in your backyard from them fucking landing on the poles or anything?
I do not. Well, they won't die because they can only hit one wire at a time. They're spaced too far apart.
Oh,
Yeah, these
Okay.
are, you can, birds and animals can kill themselves quicker on the small regular power lines than they can on these because for one, they're too far
oh.
apart. Two, they're hung off of insulators. So you have the 3 lines hung off of insulators from the T, and then up top you have the 2 neutral lines running down, along with the ground that runs up and down both poles.
I'm
Oh,
gonna tell you what, these birds down here, they some talented motherfuckers. They moonwalk them some bitches all the time down here.
You just, as long as they only touch one wire, they're fine. Because I mean, as long as you're only on one line, it doesn't hurt you. It won't hurt you unless you're grounded. Now, a bird is not grounded because they're standing on the wire. Now,
right.
a squirrel can usually do it too. Squirrels can run across these lines as long as they don't touch the ground while they're on them. But they're so far away from ground, you won't be able to hit a ground. And I think each of the lines is like 15 feet apart.
Oh,
There we go.
I don't, and I do know there is a space between. So we've got the twin pole with the T. We've got that, and then the next one is the 3 on one pole where they're one on top of each other, but they're spaced less. They're not quite as high powered, and that one runs right at the back of my property. And there's a space about 20 to 30 feet in between them. So I could put a building up right there. But when I put my fence up, I had to put 16-foot gates on either side of it for the easement that I cannot lock unless I give them a key. I don't lock them. I don't have a need to. I just need to keep my dogs in the yard. I don't like to let my dogs run free like everybody else around here does.
Yeah, I don't let mine run free either. She's so small, man. She would just
My dogs are not small, but
these crackheads right here chase her down and steal her.
so it's but also for like the shed you were showing me, and that's cheap, and I could never get that cheap where I've lived in the past. I don't know where you live, but that still building would be awesome. 25 by 25, for $7,000 plus the $1,200 pour. That's great, but you got to remember you also have to get permits for that, because I don't know of anywhere where you won't need a permit to put something like that in. I mean,
E2K, what's up, man?
but
As long as you don't put a concrete slab down, you don't need a permit.
that's what I'm just saying. Concrete slab. If you want a floor in there, like a garage, which is what I'd build it for, I want the slab. And I
Of course.
I want a decent slab with, and then I'm going to put in, a lift. So I'm going to cut some squares out of that slab, or at least have them leave some squares in it for me to put the lift in and pour that deeper.
right.
G2K.
Or just dig it out deeper where you're going to put your lift at.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
Let them
Either
pour
way,
that at
it's
the same time.
usually easier to do after the pour and just cut out what's there. Just do a regular 4 to 6 inch slab. Cut out where you need it once you locate them and know exactly where they need to be.
I'm not familiar with G2K.
He's got a racing channel where he shows he goes to all kinds of events and freaking shows the no prep racing and shit.
Oh, and
okay, that's cool.
8,000 plus.
Is he in here to chat?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Oh no,
What's
I
up,
can't
G2K?
as myself cheaper period at all. I wouldn't.
Well,
even
hell
try.
yeah.
Yeah, when we were watching that one race, he was the one that was streaming, right?
Yeah, well, remember the night that we were all watching Dig or Die? He was there.
Yeah, so Limpy
Filming
was
Dig or Die.
streaming, and so was G2K.
I don't know how he kept his stream. What kind of batteries were you using on your camera? Jeez.
He's probably
Dude,
got multiple batteries where he's charging them and swapping them.
I know one thing. He's got multiple battery packs because I watched his videos before, and he's got a lot of
I'm
different
thinking
little battery
the
packs. he can
battery
plug
pack.
in.
Oh yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah, the battery packs. Yeah.
Just plugs them in so he doesn't go dead.
Yeah,
Yep.
he did a great job of filming that.
What kind
That
of
came out
camera
really good.
is it?
Dude, he always does a great job, man. He
I'm
always
just
gets
wondering
some
what
really,
camera
really good
it is.
footage.
Oh, fact.
Is that a phone you're using, a GoPro, or an actual camera? 50. Yeah, it was 15 hours. You just some. That's tough.
Oh,
I
I was
can't
going.
even the track that long and during the day.
I was going to ask you, G2K, are you going to be at War in the Woods?
Oh, it is a phone. Okay.
Kitty.
Are you going to be there filming War in the Woods this year? Oh, two Sony 53 AXs.
I like Sony cameras. I do love my Sony camera.
Okay, so he's going to be at War in the Woods, so we can count on some really, really good footage. Hell yeah.
I have the Sony A5000, who's the only Sony I still have. But I love it.
I was watching your footage last year when Raggedy Ann went off the end of the track.
Gangster Paradise.
When's that race, Salty?
I think it's coming up, but I can't remember exactly which weekend. G2K, when is War in the Woods? I know it's not too far off now, is it?
That's the one where the guy went in the trees, right?
That's where they all go in the trees.
Yeah.
Dude, the first year that Limpy was filming that shit, before they put the walls up,
Yeah,
oh my
I didn't
God,
see it.
dude, they were tearing cars all to shit. June the 2nd.
I don't think I've ever watched it live, but I have seen the racing there, and it's just back when they didn't. It's crazy. I wouldn't race there. I'm sorry.
I'm telling you, before they put the walls up, dude, man, good God, man, you seen cars go off the damn track and go through the woods. I ain't lying. Literally, they went through the damn woods.
Yeah.
That red Camaro or whatever.
Yeah, you remember that, don't you, Blue?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That bitch went through the woods. I was like, holy damn.
So where's this track at? What state?
Okay, Gangster Paradise. Okay, where are they holding Gangster Paradise at? Usually I'm up on all this stuff, but I haven't heard any.
Where's War in the Wood? Where is that?
War in the Woods,
It's
if I
like
remember right,
Indiana.
I think it's in Kentucky, I think.
Morganton,
Bowling Green?
Indiana.
Oh, is it
We'll be at the War
Indiana?
in the Wood track. Okay. Same track.
Okay, so it will be. Is what's his name? What's that guy that hosts War in the Woods? Oh God, he races in War in the Woods too. I can't remember what his damn name is. Brown County Dragway. Damn, what is his name? Oh shit, everybody knows him, and I can't think. His name's on the tip of my tongue, but I can't spit his freaking name out.
Brown County Country. That's funny.
Oh man, what is his fucking name?
I don't know.
I know. I'll tell you as soon as it comes to mind.
The hell? What's the blue? Where's Ford Blue?
I know they are the baddest of the bad. No joke.
He left something blue in front of the camera and disappeared.
Well, Raggedy Ann,
Oh.
CJ is
That's right.
getting his car together now. G2K. Hopefully, he's going to have it ready by War in the Woods because I really want to see him there, but I don't know if he's going to have his car ready.
Damn, it's 10 o'clock already.
Hey, Ford Blue, do you follow Second Shift Racing?
I'll be right back.
No.
So they just had a video. You'll find this interesting. I know that you like Cobras and 4.64 valves and all that. They had a pulleyed Eden, not ported, just pulleyed with nitrous, time and time again, trying to get it down. They finally hit it. They got in the 9s. Stick shift Cobra, stock engine, stock Eden, just pulleyed with a shit ton of nitrous and suspension.
Right on.
G2K, I watched his video. I watched his video.
That's pretty. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I watched CJ's video the other day, and he said he's not sure if he's going to have his car ready by War in the Woods. He said he's killing himself now trying to get ready. But, the first guy that he hired to do all the wiring in his car, you can tell. I mean, I don't know CJ personally, but you can tell by the video that guy just absolutely just screwed him royally on that shit.
Hey, Pigs.
For some reason, when you say Brown County, sounds like a night. That it just for some reason it popped into my head like that would be a party for the gay guys or something.
No, man. I'm telling you, man. Blue, if you watch some of
Or
that
a
shit,
Bud
dude,
Light
at Brown
commercial.
County, if you watch some of that racing from that track, dude, it is bad to the fucking bone, dude. It is no joke. That track, believe it or not, that track is fast as shit.
Hey, Sublime, how quick are those scat packs? Have you gone up against one before?
Not quick at all.
We're not that fast.
No. Hey, Pinks, can
No.
you show 4 Blue that Fox body that we showed earlier that I saw
Is
today
it
in a
a-
customer crush?
If I'm not mistaken, a Scat Pack Charger is only like a 1380 car.
The
Yeah,
Challenger.
I could beat those.
Can say
Check
the
this
scat
out,
packs
Blue.
are really not that fast
I
anyway.
could beat them when I was stock. How's that?
This was in a customer's garage when I gave him an estimate today, 4 Blue.
Cool. Is it for sale?
Yeah,
No,
I
but it's
know,
got
right?
20
G2K?
It's got 28,000 original miles, and the window trim on them is in like mint condition. The rubber seals around the windows trim were like mint.
Cool.
I
Yeah.
was going to ask you, G2K, how close are you to getting your S10 done?
He originally he earlier had a Terminator motor in the car, but now he's just got a stock 302 in it, so he can move it around. He's going to eventually do a Gen 2 Coyote swap.
Poor car.
Well, G2K's got some badass cars too. If I remember right, he's got an S10, a Fox body, a '69 Camaro. So he's got some sweet ass rides too, if I remember correctly. Man, G2K, this is awesome, dude. That you dropping in one of the guys' live streams around here. It's cool, man. Thank you.
So how is
Wow,
everybody
feeling-
tonight?
I'm
Man,
good. I'm
if I was
good.
any better-
I had my first kill yesterday with the new car.
Oh yeah.
Dude, if I was doing any better, I'd be sitting in Las Vegas dying at A's being a porn star.
I walked him pretty good.
Your wife heard that shit in the background.
She was laughing. I didn't even catch
I
it.
know, I heard that.
Oh, 91. Hold on. Sorry. Hold on.
You hurt his feelings, I think. I think the friendship is over now.
Yeah, he's like, it's too late. Don't even bother.
Oh, good. G2K, I'm looking forward to seeing your Fox, bud, when you bring it out.
So Ford Blue, what's the news with the Comet?
We ain't worried about the Comet. You need to see the car that he's fixing to buy for his wife. You ain't seen that one yet. You wasn't here earlier.
Uh,
I think
would
Pinks
you
is
and your
fixing
wife?
to show it to you. Check this out.
You think that, but you'd be wrong because
I said
it's
I
something
said
else. So,
I think. I didn't say you
oh,
would.
convertible. Never mind.
I said I think you think.
Fine.
So
Thinking,
the
right?
Comet is. I need to fuck with it, but I work all the time, so I ain't got no time. And then I plan on trying to get 91LX's parts get ready. So this little 65 Falcon, I'm possibly buying from.
What is that
My
there,
boss
Mike's
tomorrow.
garage? Since you all up on the new stuff, what is that one?
that ain't new.
No, I said since you're all up on the new stuff, I said what is that?
I don't know.
I said what kind of car it was.
No, Mike's garage wasn't in here earlier. That's why I said he's all up on the
You
new
just said
stuff.
it just now. Were you not paying attention?
He wasn't.
No. He just said. His,
He was too busy blowing bubbles.
65
He had no
Falcon.
clue what I was saying.
Who, me?
Falcon. What year Falcon?
65.
65 Falcon Ranchero Sprint.
All right. So what are you gonna do with it?
He
If
gonna
it
put an
runs and
LS,
drives-
twin turbo, and all that shit in it.
No, if it runs and drives, I'm just gonna make it run and drive for the wife. If it needs anything, I'll do the minimum to make it run and drive. But she loves it.
It is a badass looking little car.
Damn right it is.
Oh,
if it's
why
not
would
that
you
little.
say LS and twin turbo? Just do LS and nitrous.
I'm just messing with Blue. You know Blue ain't putting no LS in nothing. You know that. I'm just messing with Blue.
No,
What motor's
So,
in that factory?
it's got a small block in it. I don't know. I haven't looked at it enough to know if it's a 260 or a 289 or if somebody swapped a 302 in it. I do know that it's got the notch in the head, so they're either 260 or 289 heads.
You ain't lying there, Mark. The price sure is right on that damn thing. Holy shit.
If it's so what I need to do is, since it's a 65, I need to look at so I'll know if it's a 260 just by looking at the bell housing pattern, because if the bell housing has 6 bolts, then it'll be a 289. If it's got 5 bolts, it'll be a 260, if I'm not mistaken, right? But it could be a 5-bolt 289 too.
MJI, I never mastered that, so I don't know.
So
I divorced mine, so I don't know.
There's a very, very simple secret to happy marriage. Here it is. Live for your wife.
No, let me tell you the
live
perfect
for
happy
yourself,
marriage.
you're
Let me tell you the
done.
perfect happy marriage. Don't get married. Just
I'm
marry
gonna
yourself.
argue both of those. I'm gonna argue both of those because here's the deal. Me and my wife, and she's sitting right here, she'll affirm this. 50-50. We are each other's biggest fucking cheerleaders. We are each other's cheerleaders. We're best friends.
I don't know if your wife cheers you anymore. I think she just tolerates your ass.
Oh, okay. So 70% tolerate, 30% cheer.
There you go.
No, I think she still likes
I'm
it.
just messing. I'm just messing with both of y'all.
So now, honest with each other, we're each other's biggest cheerleaders. We stand behind each. So this is our way.
He keeps
if she
he
does
keeps
something-
repeating himself, so he's not sure what the way is. He just gets
No, in public, I don't care if she's wrong. I'm standing up for her no matter what.
She's right
Wrong or
regardless,
not.
right?
Wrong or not, I don't give a fuck. Now, when I get home, I'll chew her ass for putting me in a bad situation when she was in the wrong. But in public, it's me and her against the world. I don't give a fuck. Wrong or not.
Damn,
And
down
she's
with
the same way with me. What?
it. Down with it's like, you're being nice. He's trying to get some nookie tonight.
But the secret to a good marriage is just to be righteous with each other.
I don't know what the secret is, man. My one attempt at that shit, my wife was spreading that shit around like peanut butter while I was going out on the road driving. So
Yep. Well, you had a
Should
good
have
one.
taken her on the road with you.
shit, dude, my wife is at home, damn, taking care of babies. I couldn't have her and the babies in the damn cab of that damn tractor with me.
Babies all the time.
Well,
Were
I
they
didn't
your
realize I
babies?
was making babies until I got back. She goes, "You gonna be a daddy again?" I was like, "Well,
Wait, I've been gone for 9 months. How am I the daddy?
yeah." No. I fixed that problem though, because when she told me she was pregnant with our second one, like I said, when she told me she was pregnant with our second one, I didn't say anything to her. I didn't say a word. I made an appointment, went to the hospital, got a vasectomy, come home, and gave her some papers. I said, "You need to read this." And that's how she found out she wasn't having no more by me.
91LX says, in public, I will always defend the wife, whether she's right or wrong. And don't worry, she'll tell me she's right.
I remember funny story. So you're talking, about how you'd go out of town on the truck and your wife would be, doing stuff she wasn't supposed to. So when I was selling insurance, I remember I went out of town and then I came back and I saw a beer bottle next to my turntables. And the girl that I was dating, she didn't drink beer. I did. My beer was in the fridge. So why is there a beer out empty next to my turntables when I didn't drink any beer next to my turntables? I saw the beer bottle. I looked around. I'm like, "Get out of here." That's it.
Yeah, that's when she kind of didn't clean up after, didn't she? She left the evidence
Yep.
laying around.
See ya.
That's what happened to my brother and his old lady. He
Dude, I
came
come,
home- he came
dude,
home
I came
from
home
work
and caught my
there's
wife.
miniature Pepsi's next to his bed.
Dude, I came home and caught my wife in the bed having sex with another man.
Did you sit down and watch?
Nope,
Like,
I just
no. Continue.
nope. I
You
didn't,
guys
dude.
are
I
only
didn't.
halfway
I didn't
there.
say nothing, dude. I didn't say nothing. I just
Weird.
walked. Nope. I just very loudly says, "The bitch is yours now." I walked right back through the house, grabbed my daughter out of her baby bed, and walked out the front door, and never went back.
My buddy at AutoZone just told me that he says, if I walked in on my old lady doing somebody else, I'd be like, "Hey, dude, you're doing it right or doing it wrong. She likes it a little to the left." I'm like, "What? You're a fucking weirdo."
Dude, I'm telling you, man. If you've never went through like that, I'm telling you, dude. And shooting both of them would have been the easy thing to do, but thank God my rational side just said it ain't worth it. You got too much to lose. Don't do all this shit. You got your whole life to live for. Because I was young then, you know what I mean? And so I just, like I said, I just walked back through the house, grabbed my daughter out of her baby bed, and I left, and that was the end of that. Never went back.
There you go, 91.
Pull her hair and
Smack
smack
her
her
ass.
ass.
We ain't right. We ain't
Of course,
right.
I still lost everything in the divorce and had to start all over. But it was all good. I was going to give her.
91 says
I was going to give her everything anyway.
Pull
So.
her hair and slap her ass. She likes that.
Here's the question: you caught her in bed, so how do you lose everything?
Well, I was going to give her everything anyway. You know what I mean? Because I was a truck driver. There's no way I could take a baby out on the road with me while I was driving the truck. And so I gave the baby back to her, got my full custody rights and all that kind of stuff. And just when I didn't even get a house after that, I just lived out on the road. I didn't need a house. I had my truck,
Yeah.
So I just stayed on the road, just weeks after weeks after week, just stayed out on the road driving, doing my thing. Just
so
easier.
this is neither.
that way.
It's not juice or tea. It's Pedialyte.
Pedialyte.
Yep.
Yeah. I remember you
So-
said that before.
So
you like
So it's
drinking that
Pecker
stuff.
Light, huh? Not Pecker Full, huh?
It's Pedialyte.
Oh, okay.
It's here, I'll show you.
You ain't got to,
going
dude. We're just messing with you.
Pedialyte's great for hangovers, just so we know.
Yes.
Pedialyte is
It's good to keep your ass from getting dehydrated too. I'm gonna tell you that shit now.
Yeah, that too.
See, when you drink, it depletes the electrolytes. So you have to pour them back in.
so if you put me on full screen, I'll show you guys.
I will try.
Just
There
so
we
you know, if you put him on full screen, he'll show you guys.
So Pedialyte Sport.
Just messing with you, buddy. Yeah, a little bit to the left there, brother.
Pedialyte Sport.
For muscle support. Well, I don't need
Yep.
it.
And then it's just drop-ins.
Oh yeah, those are great.
Gee,
I know. Damn MJI.
Oh my God.
So years later, there was a lot of things I thought about I should have done. You know what I mean?
MJI says when he was on top of her, you should have shoved something up his ass and then
Oh,
walked
right.
away.
all you needed was like a broom, man. Right up.
Yeah, no, that would have been
Yeah,
funny
I mean,
as
he
hell.
could have got fucking. He could have if he would have done something like that. I'm sure you would have got fucking sodomy case or something against you. What
Hold on,
you
I gotta
do
mute-
is
I
you
gotta
let
mute real
the
quick.
dog in the room so the dog could do it.
And throw some peanut butter down.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that to my dog.
I ain't
Why
right.
is the brooms?
None of us are right. We all have problems. And we need to
Daddy, why does the broom smell funny?
I was just reading the paper. I don't know what you guys were talking about. I'm just sitting here reading papers.
So, Mike's Garage, you asked what I'm going to do with it. Supposedly the car runs, but it hasn't been ran in a long time. I did look under the hood. It's got a little small block in it. It looks like it had been painted. It couldn't be. I don't think it would be that old. Somebody had probably gasketed it at minimum and painted the motor. I'm gonna see if it'll run. If it runs good, I'll see about the transmission. Not even sure if it's an automatic or a stick. I don't know. I didn't look at it that far, and it's too low to the ground, so I couldn't see under it. If it is an automatic, I will probably put an AOD in it. If the motor's no good, I'll probably put just an HO302 in it and then put an AOD in it and make it a highway car because the wife likes it a lot, and I'll make it to where she can drive it back and forth to work real easy.
What about dropping a 4-valve with a 470W and just plop right in?
No, not in that old car. You have to cut the strut towers, put the shock towers, to put those in.
Oh, that's a
And-
big ass motor. Yeah.
I don't want to do anything like that to the car. I want to keep it plain and simple, something that I could drop the motor and training in a weekend.
What is
You put a 302 in it.
Well, it's already factory with the 289 or something in it. It's already factory, got a small block in it.
Yeah.
Blue, how much is a good AOD worth?
Well, my boss gives 150 for a core.
Yeah, they're
So
cheap.
they're worth 150.
Because a good AOD to you, here's the thing. With automatics, if I don't get to see it work and I don't get to test drive it, it's just a core.
Yeah.
Well, MJI was asking that in the chat. That's the reason why I
I'm
was
not
asking.
trying to be mean either. I'm just
Well,
saying.
no. I totally get what you're saying, man. I totally get what you're saying.
For our 70Ws, you can find them, on Marketplace for $200, $250.
Dude, that's all I'm gonna put in my Ranger is the AOD. I'm not putting anything else. Just putting a little 306 with AOD. That's all I'm doing.
I like the
Just something I can drive it around, man.
Better.
Like I said, it's
Downhill,
just gonna be a
David.
cruiser. Just gonna be a cruiser, man. I'm trying to set the world on fire.
But what's cool, Salty, is if you get a 470W, and I know the controller is a little bit expensive for it, but it is awesome. You hook your laptop up to it. You can adjust how you want it to shift.
See, you done fucked up right there. I don't know shit nothing about that kind of shit.
Dude, it's freaking awesome, though. I enjoy
Well, I
mine.
tell you what, I put that 4R70W in it. You bring your ass from North Carolina down here and set all that shit up.
Salty, you can for $300 you can get a manual valve body kit for a 470.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, but shit, I can get AOD and I don't have to worry about any of that
Transmissions or,
bullshit.
Silver Fox.
I can get AOD. I don't got to worry about none of that shit.
Well, you do. He's right. You do a manual valve body, you just shift it, which is fun as hell.
Yeah.
Well, there's other ways too. So you get a manual valve body, and then you get the solenoid that kicks the shifter lever, and you put a ratchet shifter in it, and you put that solenoid on it, and then you get you one of the old shift light bugs, or like a the RPM pods for the older MSDs.
Mhm.
And you put those chips in, and it'll shift at a certain RPM. Super
That's
simple.
pretty good. Yeah.
Boy, what's
Super
wrong with the
fucking simple.
AOD on like a 270 horsepower vehicle?
Nothing.
See, and that's all I'm going for.
It's
I'm
all
good with
about
that.
being able to get it. They're hard as fuck to get nowadays.
Well,
AODs,
Hey, just real quick. Got about 8 minutes. I'm going to shut this down because I do have to work tomorrow too.
Yeah,
All right,
I have a
it
couple
sounds
of
like-
paperwork.
It sounds like MJI might have one up for sale, and I'll just buy his. And he said it's a good AOD.
$5,000.
See, now I wouldn't buy that one.
But you have to get the cash, and then I'll make sure you get the transmission. Just send me the cash.
I hear you. So you be
So-
so you're happy to be the middleman?
I am for that much. Yeah. I'll
so
even-
91LX,
Pick it up
if
and
you're going to run that T5 and you're going to go through it, I highly recommend you put that rear main shaft support brakes in from Hanlon.
Yeah.
And put hardened, if you're going to rebuild it, I would also put hardened
Oh,
roll
so
pins
look
in the shift fork, in the shift arm stuff.
Mark's like, shit, I need a pen and a paper.
for your future build. Okay,
Aren't
I
there better
don't know. I
synchros
guess
you
I
can
know nothing
get,
about a
too?
future build.
Later on, future build.
He didn't say that. He said, "I'd like to for my find one for my future build." He didn't say nothing about it later on.
For a future build. That means later on. He doesn't even have a car picked up yet.
I think he still got a damn Mustang GT.
He's trying to sell it.
Oh yeah, I know. I know.
So
Oh yeah. Clutch support, beer, steel bearing retainer, brass, ship pads. Oh, dude, you're good. 50 Tuscan builds them and beats the living dog shit out of them. I'm talking about when I tell you he beats the shit out of him, he beats the shit out of him. I ain't never seen nobody be harder on a T5 than that man.
All right, guys, I'm gonna head out. I gotta get some paperwork done before I hit the bed, and I gotta get the guys out the door tomorrow. So,
All righty there, Mr. Sublimer. You have yourself a good night there,
Have a good
sir.
one, Matt.
Thanks for coming in. We're about to shut this down anyway.
later, guys. Y'all have a good night. We'll, I'm sure I'll let you
Hey,
somewhere to.
You fight the temptation. Don't tell me a little bit before you go to bed.
Or
Yeah,
do.
no, I'm already feeling pretty good. We're good.
Oh, so you already been there, huh? I'm late, huh?
Yeah.
later,
Okay, buddy.
gentlemen.
Have a good one, Sublime.
All right,
All right,
you said
later,
you're
guys.
closing down anyway, so everybody have
Okay.
a good night.
Well, if you shut it down, everybody, y'all have a good night, and we will catch y'all in somebody's live stream the rest of this week.
Yeah. Everybody
Sounds
have a
good.
good night. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for being in the chat.
Take care, everybody.
Had a
Good night.
evening, but I am actually getting really tired. I might have to start doing this an hour earlier again, but I don't know because I like to have that relaxation time before I start my lives.
You guys have a good night.
And
See ya.
you too. And we'll catch you the next time.
All right, later, everybody.
Later.
Later.